As I talk to you right now, about 60.22% of the results for inside your Osun State election, now INEC don't submit right now or upload right now into the IREV portal. And as they don't upload these results, Nigerians and they very expectant to know wetin dey happen. Remember, say this election wey dey happen for Osun State, e dey like saying a litmus test. Na wetin oyibo dey call for grammar. That is, e dey like saying an EG, for example, of wetin go happen for January 16 when we go hold a presidential election. How INEC use conduct election, the way they use it transparent and sincere, the things and what they do now go determine how well they go fit handle the presidential election and all the election wey dey happen for 2027. So as it take be like this, so result only coming from different polling units, different local government areas. As I talk to you, 60.22 total of results. Now, INEC don't upload so far for inside IREV. And we'll go begin analyze the results then for IREV so far and see as them take be. Welcome to Updated Precious. Today, now Osun State governorship election. And plenty of people then they will be say they contest this election today. But before I get straight to the point, I have to get different guests the way they line up. We go join us for inside the show today. Make I just go take small break. When I come back, we'll go look at the different candidates then. We'll go begin calling some of our guests then to join us. May them begin break down the matter for what's they happen for inside Osun State. Plus including some eyewitness reports will be will be given. Welcome to the show. Maybe we'll go drink small water, drop cup. If this is not your first time of joining us, I beg sharply click on the subscription button, like and share this post. Follow us like your village people. When they come back after the break. Stay with us. Good evening, Nigeria. Welcome to Updates with Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things to the channel for inside the country. And my colleague could join me for inside this conversation. And as I tell you, we get lineup of different candidate, people will go join us for inside the studio to use breakdown things and what they happen for inside Osun State, including people we did there at one point right now will go join us to break down what's in the happen for inside Osun State. But before we go straight to that, and before I begin, invite my guest and then of course my colleague to join us for inside the conversation. Make a look at the different candidates that will contest this election today for inside Osun State. I think about 15 candidates so far now in the contest for this election. We'll go x-ray a bit of their strengths, their weaknesses, who then be, waiting they don't do in the past, waiting make them get up will be said they go even win this election. All of those things that we will just look at very quickly. But even if you look at all of them immediately, we will just look at some as the conversation they continue, we will still look at them one by follow. So we could look at the lineup. With as the Osun State election they happen right now. So the candidates and their parties. So we get candidates from different parties. We get Governor Adeleke of the Accord Party, and we get Farin Loye Olariwaju of Action Alliance. We get Eson Olajide of African Action Congress, AAC, and we get Najim Salam, African Democratic Congress, ADC. We get Adeagbo Okpawoye of African Democratic Party, ADP, Mustafa Adeniyi, Social Democratic Party, Naimde, and then Bola Oyebamije, Naimbidi, All Progressive Congress candidate. But we'll get other candidates too, like Adeshino Osayemi Doro, will be the All Progressives Grand Alliance, that is ABGA candidate. Adewale Adebayo, Allied People Movement, APM. Clement Adesuyi, Action People's Party APP candidate. Musilu Adeleke, Boot Party NIBCD. Taufik Adeleke, New Nigeria People's Party NNPP NIBCD. And we get Saliu Oyelami will be People's Redemption Party PRP. And we get Ogunshakin or Olalekon will be Young Progressives Party YPP, and Adefemi Adesuyi of Zenith Labour Party. So you see the candidate there, so they use lineup. Now, out of these 15 candidates, only 3 now be say don't present their manifestos or will be present their manifestos before this period, and of course start their campaign then. While Governor Adeleke hinged in re-election campaign on in 5-point agenda, reloaded his way. In fact, he said that 5-point agenda reloaded. That is waiting you start before. Now in they don't raise to power 2 or 10 reloaded. Now in rival, Mr. Bolaji Oyebamiji will be of the APC, and we're in direct opponent for the 2018-2022 election, win. That one they talk about how he himself go fit use win the election. So that one, it tag a manifesto as prosperity agenda for the people of Osun State. So Najim Salam of the ADC also launched a 10-point agenda for inside the manifesto. Now, Adeleke's prospects, if we look at it in the prospect, be to winning this election, apart from being the incumbent governor, he also enjoyed some sort of acceptability among majority of civil servants and the leadership of the labor unions, the NLCs, the TUCs, and I think JNCs, mostly because of say the way be say use pay salaries, because people they talk say the last people then way they before say they not to they pay people full salaries, they pay half as things hard like that, but Adeleke come they pay full salaries. And apart from that, some work where be say you don't do, plus other schemes where be say you get like some kind laws where be say you begin give people to use do work, so people like am ordinarily. Now, the governor also the bank on the achievement for inside the area of infrastructure across the senatorial districts and within this state, where we say in the use a driving campaign or when you use driving campaign because in don't driving campaign finish. Now, he also major for in party members and supporters. In addition, for inside they he do other things and never plenty things they will be say if they use hope say go use win. But we could look at some other things. Now, another major advantage of the governor in defection or the defection of Senator Iyola Omishere. No, that one are the APC candidate advantage with that one. Because now the defection of now advantage of Adeleke because as Omishere come out for inside the party. In fact, Omishere loyalists them for inside that court party come out because of the fallout of the primaries. That one self go it go ginger in swagger where that now what's in the basis some people they talk. Now, although Omishere did not leave the APC, many of the associates them we serve for inside Boyega Oyetola administration, including 3 commissioners and special advisors. They leave the party, can't join a court party because of anger. So they also believe, say, Governor Adeleke get advantage for inside of Osun West Senatorial District, where he win massively for the 2022 election. Now, interestingly, the APC candidate, they also from that same district. In fact, the 3 major candidates, APC, ADC, and Accord Party, I think 3 of them from that same senatorial district, all of them. So the Ede federal constituency, where the governor from, I think it consists of, I think, Ede North, the Ede South, the Egbedore, and the Ejibo local government. And then then be that time, we get a total of 319,489 registered voters. Be like, now what's in that local government get right now? Now the total number of registered voters we can get right now. Now, this is a major advantage for the governor because it be like saying that one of the constituencies will gather a lot of registered voters well. Now, this is a major advantage for the governor. We still they retain in power for inside that senatorial district. Now, beside that, some big wigs like Ibikun, I think Fadipe, Son BC, Disu Babatunde, among others, them don't carry their vote come to the favor of Oga Adeleke side. So all these ones, and 9 people they look say all these ones we favor them. But if you look at some challenges we basically get people don't talk and say the challenges we plenty here, especially when they do what say they call federal mites against them. Say that one you go worry and well. Now the opposition the side say they sack teachers and health workers without replacements. Say that one said bring problem for them because they say sack teachers. Now the sacking of media workers for inside the state-owned broadcast stations too. Now another thing where they feel talk say they go use against them. The administration they face serious allegation of nepotism. Say they like carrying family members or come enter government to. In fact, the center development for inside Ede where from come that one another thing, including the University of Ilesha, where favor Ede indigenous pass. Also, the governor, the way the governor used dismiss performance in major sectors like agriculture, health, commerce, industry, and education. This one, what people say will be major challenge for them. But we look at Oyebamiji, chances will be saying it. If you look at Oga Oyebamiji, will be the candidate of the APC. So the candidates believe they enjoy a lot of support from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because that one, in fact, as I talk to you, plenty big wigs from APC, they side Osun State now to make sure say go win. I tell you before, say the chairman of APC thought say Osun I must win for APC. The person where they in charge of this election for inside APC for Osun State will be the governor of Imo State. Say now more say they must win on Osun State, and all of them not talk say they must win. And all of these things now they working in favor. Now, So the president go make sure say people they think say the president go make sure say they stop at nothing to make sure say at least in favor in candidates. Now the APC candidate personality, they say him be philanthropist and say this one make a lot of people they near and I make you see a lot of sharing of rice and sharing of all those things that now we see some people talk. Oh, you see that amber bread. The Amber Bread will share. Now, apart from being endorsed by the president, now Yuba Mije's election bid received a major boost with the defection of, I think, the all federal lawmakers from Osun East Senatorial District, who are also major political gladiators from the town. So most of them, most of the lawmakers that will come out, they back up. Now, they include, I think, Senator Francis Fadahunsi. That one we talk say they will kill a court party members. We then say, that one, Mr. Wale, okay. We be the represent Ijesha North Federal Constituency, and Sonia Omiri will be Ijesha South Federal Constituency lawmaker, and Taufik, I think Ajile Shoro, name in a Ife Federal Constituency to represent. So the defectors them, they turn their tide, they turn things around to make sure that they favor the APC candidate. Now their action, according to party leaders, may at least tilt the pendulum rather in favor of Oyebamije from that senatorial district. Now, besides some of Omishore's point men for inside Ife, they also pledge loyalty to the APC candidate. Now, while Adeleke get massive votes for Osun West for 2022, the candidate of Oyebamije may also, or the candidature of Oyebamije, fit also change that narrative because I mean at the same federal, at the same senatorial district, now. So with a total registered votes from Ikere federal constituency amounting to about 222,000 plus votes for I think Ireolua, Ayadade, and Isokan local governments. Likely this one fit help influence the APC candidate. Now, while Governor Adeleke seemed to enjoy endorsement among royal fathers from Ife, Oyebamije's major endorsement program has been coming from market and trade. That's market people and traders. So people say this one, kind of like say some people know him well. While others talk say some grassroots people also know Adeleke well too. So in most of the engagement, the APC candidate has always, I think, taking advantage of the allegations of nepotism against the incumbent governor. Say, oh, they favor people of Ede Pass. So although the APC has not start the, we'll not see some kind of things where we say, some concrete thing where BC they say they could do as it be. We know so Oyebamije is likely to win for inside Osun East due to the presence of Senator Francis Fadahunsi and that one. But we don't know whether that's the way Oga Fadahunsi can talk now, if he bring problem to her. So it gets some strength, but some challenge where BC will get. In fact, a major challenge now the policy decision of Oyetola administration. When people talk to Oyetola, they not do well, and for Oyetola to carry on for head, they campaign for, and people feel no agree that now waiting people they talk. Now, the salary will be said they cut into half, especially from Raul Farid Beshola tenor to Oyetola tenor. That one will be another thing we be see go also affect them. Now, in critics, especially from the Accord Party, believe say India responsible for the half side because I think it was commissioner for finance or so then at that time. So now I make them feel say India responsible for the half salary we be say people being received under Farid Beshola administration. So that one, people they talk say, fit they held against them. So you see the way we say the thing they use happen. And I'll be one very quickly to join us inside the studio, the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Ademola Adeleke on broadcast media to join us. I will try contact him to see whether he will fit join us. Okay, make I see whether I will fit bring him to join us now to give us updates. For inside waiting they happen for inside there. All right. So so many things they what would they think say go feel likely play out for inside this Osun State election. But as it take be like this, we don't hear of some sort of things and like violence, like some people where they don't arrest plenty people, oh, they don't arrest plenty people. In fact, make I go refresh IREV portal, make I give an update because now waiting make I day here, make I check. Last time I tell you saying about 60.22% of votes now they don't upload. Right now, IREV don't upload 65.45% of votes. So you see. They don't upload 65.45% of votes. Total submitted results now 2,463 out of 3,763 results. So we see they expect more. And as more results they come, I will continue to tell on how it be say it go. So that on I will see within the shell. Then we'll go begin, join body together, join us together, make we look at where the results the swing go, where you need the swing go. But where we don't get up to 65.45% of results. Waiting a lot of people they talk say, make this result no can reach like 70% now, can't stop for road. And when it reach like 70% or 70 or 80% can't stop for road, then they feel no upload until after they call result again. That makes some people they talk. So make that kind of thing no happen because it could make as they upload the result, may they continue to upload them as it be say, so that people go fit also they carry their eye and their ear, they see, they know what's in it be say they happen to know how it take be because if it happen like that, it will make sense so that it will bring about transparency. This now what to make people be they agitate for real-time transmission of results. Now what to make people they talk and that and say it good though, when they do real-time transmission of results. Or yeah, make I just go show us some footages of things and we say don't happen so far for inside the election. Waiting it be say Oga Adeleke just talk when it be say vote, and waiting it be say the APC candidates also talk, and then when we finish there, we'll go a little bit go look at some things and we be say don't share for inside the election. Then I will come back to come with on again. We will talk about more things, and then our guests then go join us for inside the studio. First, we'll listen to the.
I've done my civic duty. I voted, and as of now, things are going on smoothly. I hope it stays that way. But I have it on authority information that there is one police officer that they brought to come and do an urgent job, the APC Osun, from Port Harcourt. They call his nickname London. He's here in Ede hiding. His own job is to come and destroy Ede and then avoid so that he can scare people, shooting, so that they will not vote. So I'm calling the Inspector General of Police to take note. I'm calling all the security agencies to take note. They should redeploy him. We don't want him in Osun. We don't want violence in Osun. All we want is free and fair election so that people can perform their civic duty. That's one. And two, the pattern of voting should be from unit to ward and to local government. Not that they will take local government collation straight to state capital. That is not acceptable. That's a form of rigging. And I heard it on the authority that the APC have, trying to rig, have some fake ballot papers. I want Osun people to watch out, to watch out for that too. And then we don't accept. Well, we will not accept that in Osun. Right now, as I'm voting right now, I just received a call in Modakeke and Obagun that police is aiding them to tear gas them so that people can run away. And people are resolute. They just want to perform their civic duty. Let the security agency please be neutral and watch it. But I can assure you, at the end of the day, I have God on my side and I have my people on my side. I'm going to win this election.
You have just voted. The process has just been done.
Yeah.
What's your assessment?
I've already told you. I said so far so good. It's been peaceful. In my area here, I hope it's like that cut across. But it's not peaceful in Modakeke and of course in Obaogo. The police are aiding the APC to tear gas people so that they will not vote. The thugs took the ballot board and ran away. So we have already reported this to the security agencies. I hope they do something so that they will not turn Osun State into war zone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
When I don't hear that one from the governor of the state and waiting APC in talk, and so you hear Asinte complain about waiting APC they happen for way in no like, but how waiting the things in way APC in like, and the accusation about person way APC then bring him from Port Harcourt. Waiting person, my Port Harcourt brother, waiting they do there, waiting person from Port Harcourt River State, they do for inside waiting they call them Osun State election. That's a question where a lot of people will ask. Because which business a Port Harcourt person gets, or a River State person, they get to bring somebody from far River State to come enter inside Osun State to come, they talk about what's in their there. So people don't they talk about this one, say, I beg go, maybe this one no come bring another problem. But you hear as we say the governor use the shout about that matter, and I hope say perhaps in shouts don't reach the right quarters and they will do something about that. However, we could quickly listen to the candidate of the APC, Oga Oyebamiji, make you hear what he saying. Get to talk.
I've just voted, and I can see that people troop out en masse here, and every process is going peacefully. The INEC are here, the voters are here, and the police are here, the security operatives are here, and so far, my assessment is that everything is going peacefully here in Irewole, especially this unit.
Okay, from the information we received so far, in all the polling units in the Kiri and Osun State, what's the report?
Well, so far everything is going on well. The election is going peacefully. The INEC are doing their job. At the same time, the security people are attending to where the report so far is that one or two places where they want to cause trouble, the police are in charge. I think things are going on well.
And what will not be advised to them? Because some people are saying there will be violence possibly in the afternoon.
Well, I want to appeal to the people that it is important that they need to conduct themselves and they need to vote peacefully. The security people has to be in charge. The IREV too, I think so far they have at least a premium operation, and I want to believe that things will go on well.
Lastly, somebody, a lawmaker was arrested with some machinery. What will be your reaction to it?
Well, I don't have any reactions to that. I think the security operatives at least that will do their job. Thank you so much. My expectation is that I'm going to carry the day. That's my expectation.
I like as all the candidates, they use the very optimistic, and then they hope say everything will tilt for each of them favor. But at the end of the day, only one person will win the election. However, we also look at how things used to turn out during the election, and some kind of things we say happen for the election. Here, now one way we say we get to see.
Every process is going peacefully. The security officers. See your phone now. My assessment is that everything is going peacefully, especially this unit.
Okay, from the information we received so far in all the polling units in the Kiri and Osun State, what's the report?
Well, so far everything is going on well. The election is going peacefully.
And what will not be advised to them? Because some people are saying there may be violence possibly in the afternoon.
I want to appeal to the security people has to be in charge. They need to supply the help payment notation, and I want to believe that things will move on.
Lastly, sir, somebody, a lawmaker was arrested with some machineries. What will be your reaction to it?
In the queue, I don't have any reactions to this. All right. I think the security of Putin's and will do their job.
All right, thank you. What are your expectations? Thank you so much.
Yeah, move back. Oh, yeah, move back. Move back.
Now, among the things in way BC happened for the election, now also the fact that they catch a lot of people with you know, a lot of things. In fact, people they will be say they catch with some, they say they catch them with voters material, some they say they catch them with one thing or the other, you know. So all of those kind of things in a part of it. You know, some people they even catch with gun. Some of those I may not be able to show here because of YouTube policies, but those are the kind of things we say happen for this election, and we BC people they talk about. We don't get a lot of people tongue wagging, even though say this catching them when they catch happen more from one political party. However, there is a balance because they say they also catch some people less for another political party. So it be like say this election, in fact, make I just play you some of this footage.
No, don't tell me that the way. Who was that people? Okay. Who was that people? Who are that people? Don't tell me that. This not a 10. This not a 10. I'm ready to make another position. We are problem. We are we need more givers. You want to get
Now, one of the major challenges where BC people experience, or where people experience generally for inside this election, and the fact is beavers be no work. In fact, some say it's either a work they slow, if you take up to 5-6 minutes or even 10 minutes to accredit one person, or no work for some areas, and this one leads to a lot of agitation. Just like that video where BC see there, where BC people say past 10 o'clock, they never feel start to do anything because of the way BC the beavers then they give lapses, and that one can cause a lot of tension and wahala. In fact, people they talk say, "Cop, we'll not see all this beavers drama happen too much for inside I think it is a state election. Why would they see them? Why would they experience them now?" And then another thing again, we say there are also some areas where people talk about police people, according to them, throwing tear gas and helping scatter, throwing tear gas and electorates running up and down. People talk about that one. A part of the complaint where APC people also make and meeting APC they talk about. But we could say some of those other footages. So basically, they catch APC person according to them. We say come to share money for the election, and they no agree. It's one of the things I noticed for this election now how it be said the people themselves they were so resilient. They stand gidigba. They no agree move. They no agree for anybody. They stand gidigba. And this now one of the things and we be say people they comment well about this election. Make it okay. So that's now one of the things and we say happen for inside the election, but that's not even all because yes, that's not even all because there is also more of that kind of thing. Just happen only once, they happen again as APC different news media or platform then use report. In fact, plenty more of those kind of things happen. Look, even watch
Now you need three. You need three. One pay over with you. You need three. You need four. One four. You need seven. You need one four. You need 13. Okay, you need 10. You need APC.
tí ní wọn fọ́ lè jíjò àwọn ẹgbẹ́ APC ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́wọ́ wọ́n ń ta ìbò wọ́n ń rábò ìjọba náà gbẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ APC o wọ́n ti ta gbogbo ògbó wa tí wọ́n ti rà tán àti lọ́dún ilé àti lọ gé owó ṣé ń gbé wa àti lọ gbé àti gbé àtọwọ́ wa gbé fún wọn.
That's the pass. This way. Pass. This way. Pass here. Pass here. Pass. Pass.
So that now some of the drama where you see happen. But one of the important things we notice now, as you see how the citizens themselves use press down, they don't even agree for anybody. So first of all, joining me for inside the studio, my colleague for inside the industry, David Edwin. David, good evening. Thank you so much. David and I will be running this conversation today. David, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I did fine though.
Thank you. And also, they speak Yoruba very well. Waiting be the court interview. What's be they happen for that video where they did? What was really going on?
So, what was really going down there was the fact that the people were complaining that APC has bought the entire system. They have bought their votes, and they have big money, and they are not letting people vote. You know,
that is the APC people were not allowing people votes. How were they not allowing people votes?
Well, again, like that man said, that they gave money to some people, and the money that they gave to those people is clearly an indication that every other person will not vote, but only, you know, the APC supporters. So yeah, now waiting day for that particular video with that, and it's not about that video alone, because several of those kind of videos have been popping up, and questions are being raised about the free and fairness of this election. I mean, so much question.
Okay, so what are the things I noticed for the this election, the resilience of the people? I noticed say largely, or at least in some places where we see, because now waiting we see we go judge by. We notice say the people they stand up, but they don't agree. They don't agree for anybody. So how do you think that kind of attitude? It seems that kind of attitude is very helpful and needed for the election? Especially
well, it is. It's needed. It's needed. In fact, one person who I know from Edo State say every single day of the rest of our lives as Nigerians before 2027, make we take 1 minute, they practice madness, so that the moment where this kind of thing happen, you go fit tear up your madness, and that one go fit make the people waiting say they get money and thugs to calm down. Say
people don't wise up, Abby.
No be beans again at all.
All right, thank you, David. So we're now joined by Professor Simeon Nna, and Professor Simeon Nna is a political analyst, and he's joining us straight in the studio. Prof, good evening, sir. Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Welcome.
How are you today?
I hope so your mouth never they pay you, because I just see you for different television stations this morning. From STV to channels to Arise to News Central, you just they go everywhere. Hope so your mouth never pay you today, because I'm about to engage you even longer.
The only two television stations have you, not be all.
No. Some I see you for different places.
Okay.
Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show. So this now David, my colleague, and David and I go they anchor the show tonight, and to pick your brain on the things really going for Osun State. And as I speak to you, as I speak to you, so far, make I even refresh the IREV portal again very quickly. So far, IREV don't upload 71.88% of the results. So far. So out of 3,763, what did they expect? That is polling units. They don't upload 2,705 polling units so far. People say this one they very swift and good because as they shell it, make people the this is just about 7 p.m. never reach, and we don't
Yes.
see this much turnout of results for inside
Yeah.
upload of results for IREV. What do you think say this one mean, especially as we prepare for a general election, sir?
Well, I will say kudos to INEC for the upload of the results. Mark my words, because it will be too early in the day to begin to score INEC. But however, I was listening to, like I've been to 2 other television houses this today, and one of the guys on ground did say that the time, there's a 16 minutes gap between the time they received the result from the IREV and the time INEC received the result from the INEC, from the portal, sorry. So there's a need for INEC to be up to speed.
Okay, so you said the person talk say between when it be said they send
they get the result.
When
the time they get the result and the time INEC get the result, there's a 16 minutes gap.
At that 16 minutes, anything if you happen, no, they like that kind of thing.
Of course. But he said so far that the results have tallied. The ones they have
tally with tallied. The copies with them they get and their agents they get.
Yes, it has tallied. But he was only complaining of the timing, that there's a 16 minutes gap between the time they receive it and the time INEC reports that they have received the same result. So it means that their system have to be upgraded, because this is an off-cycle election. If this happens in an off-cycle election, we don't want any glitches in the main election. We want the results to come in because it's real time, online real time transmission. So it must get to the portal. The time is transmitted. That's the way it's supposed to be. That time lag shouldn't be there. 16 minutes is a lot of time for anything to happen. So we want them to up their game and ensure that these results are gotten real time, so that we won't start speaking in tongues, because we will not take their speaking in tongues this time around.
So you know what?
Prof, no. Sorry.
Okay, I've been one saying no one here glitch. You say no problem.
No. We don't want INEC. You don't want them to speak in tongues again. They spoke in tongues the last time. We don't want that. Let them speak to us direct. They do not speak the language we will not understand.
All right.
Well, so Prof, another question I want to find out is, looking at this development in Osun State, there were, some very areas that were marred with beavers failure, and of course, say sometimes these things. But from your own point of view, with this present information now about the 16 minutes gap, do you think that Nigeria is totally ready for digital or electronic voting? Because in by election, but the bigger picture is still, on ground. What do you make of that as well?
With the quantum of money that INEC received, about ₦1 billion, I don't think they have any excuse. I don't think they have any excuse whatsoever not to acquire the right equipment for online transmission of results. The challenge they had, or they said they had, was that there are some areas where you will not have network. And they were giving the answers. Look, everybody is internet survey. Some of these things are not, they are not written in cast in iron. That's what I'm looking for. They're not cast in iron. You see, once you upload the result, if there's no network, then it will hang. Once you move to an area where there's network, automatically it transmits. So they should not gaslight anybody by telling us there is no network. That result must be uploaded at the center where the votes were cast. If it did not go, the people, the agents there, the polling agents there will see that has been transmitted. All they need to do, in some cases, say, the last election, some people had to offer their Wi-Fi for them to upload the results.
Yes,
In
that's
case,
also happened in 2022 Ekiti State
yes,
election. They
yes,
refused INEC officials from stepping. They say, don't worry, we'll give you a network.
that is it. That is it. So in case that does not work, let them just transmit the result. See, because we had a case today of a center where somebody scored, was in 2012 votes. They recorded 012. So it was just that the people now shouted and said, "You're not going anywhere." The police now came in, they had to recount the vote. How can you explain that? Now, if the people were not there, that result would have gone as 012, and the person that actually won that center would have lost it. So these are the things we are saying. So the people must be vigilant too to ensure that the results counted what the presiding officer is recording, because some of these presiding officers have been prepared to do the havoc they are doing. Because I meant to understand there's no presiding officer that is not a graduate. So you cannot tell the difference between 2012 and 012. It's a whole lot of difference.
Oh, you saw that video where a young man made the complaint because he didn't want to complain where being shown for social media. I'll try and play it. Where
No,
he
it was
said,
one of the reporters. It was one of the reporters that was on ground that
Yes.
saw it, that said it in one of the television stations.
Yes, I saw it too. He said that instead of a 212 result for
Yes.
Accord Party
Yes.
and 207 for APC, that they wrote 012. That's 12 results.
Accord.
012 for Accord.
Yes.
That is removing a whole 200 from their and if to say their eye no reach ground, they see that would have
It's not
been a loss.
200, it was 2,000 votes. 2012. That's 2,000 votes were removed, not just 200. Because it was 2012. And they recorded 012. I removed that 2 in front. So it was 2,000 votes.
Wow. And that's a lot for election
It's a
like
lot.
this, keenly contested.
That alone can win the election.
Yeah.
That magic can win the election.
So, Prof, sir, looking at the results we IREV don't upload so far, the battle, they like say, it don't come out ADC for the race. It don't come out the rest party. The battle now come, they like say, they mainly between the APC and the Accord Party candidates, will be Oyebamiji and Oga Adeleke, 9 the battle day in front of. While it be say the APC win, I think make I say for instance for your own stronghold, a particular polling unit, you win about 125 votes. You win about 154 votes against 125 of Adeleke. But when they reach Adeleke done, Adeleke is slam them with 421 votes against more or less nothing from their own for that polling unit against him. So how you take see this neck to neck competition or head to head competition where they go on right now for inside Osun State?
No, the factors. There are factors that account for that. The Accord Party is an incumbent, so the incumbent factor is there. The APC party is the party in power at the federal level. So the federal might is there. You can see that the federal government deployed everything to ensure that they take Osun. Let me tell people what they don't understand about Osun. The president is originally from APC in Osun State. Yes, but by virtue of
Lagos State from now.
By virtue of our constitution, he has lived in Lagos State for several years. The constitution says once you live 10 years in a particular state, you can claim that state. So by virtue of that, he is now a Lagosian. But originally, he is from APC in Osun State. And recall that in 2023, he lost both Lagos and Osun. He lost Lagos to Labour and Osun to PDP.
To Atiku Abubakar.
So now he wants to ensure that he will get those 2 states. Don't forget the fact that he said he wants a free and fair election in Osun. Don't forget equally that after saying that, he equally said everything is fair in politics. Don't forget that the people that are making comments of killing people in Osun, the presidency has not said anything about them. Which means Those people were not just saying it for the sake of saying it.
Are you,
On the
are you, are you
13th,
suggesting that waiting give them the mind to they make threats about killing, like the senator will make that threat and other people will don't make that threat? It is suggesting that because of say now, in fact, they reflect the body language of the president. Is that what you're saying, sir?
simplicity. On
Yeah.
the 13th, naval officers on a checkpoint arrested a van belonging to a member of, is it a member of House of Rep, a member of the House of APC, and firearms were gotten from that vehicle. Up to today, we have not heard anything about it. So these are the
That
issues.
particular firearm, did you also hear that a naval officer was redeployed immediately after that incident? He was redeployed, and I don't know whether that's true, but we hear gossip say those people will be say they arrest and release them.
Yeah,
The naval
guess
officer
as good as
will
mine.
catch
Yes,
them,
we
then
had them
redeploy them.
release them. Now, if they have redeployed the Air Force officer, that tells you who they are reacting to, the body language they are reacting to. You see, to us, it's a body language, but to them, it is expressly stated that they should go and capture or show for him. But to us, what we are seeing is body language.
Okay,
So,
Prof, let me stay with you. Yeah, Prof. So another question that comes to mind is, just like you mentioned, the presidency is from there. I mean, this is a major revolution, anyways. But question is why Osun? That's on one hand. Two, why it be say then they deploy all of the arsenals where they get to make sure say they capture that place? I think say APC thought say they get 31, 34 governors. This hustle for another state.
Okay. A governor has only one vote.
Sir?
A governor has just one vote. And maybe he can convince his aides to vote. And that's all that could happen. See, the day Obowere went over to APC, that's the governor of Delta State. The following day, I was in a television station. And I said, watch what is going to happen in APC. There's going to be an implosion. And they said, well, I said, it's simple. If you have monitored the elections for so long that I have done since 1979, you will know where I'm coming from. In 1983, I was a presiding officer, and I knew what transpired in that election. So when the military took over, I was not surprised because I saw what happened. Kuru kuru. See, the truth of the matter is that I said it earlier. In 2023, he lost both Lagos and Osun. And when I was saying that there have been implosion in APC, I said it with the benefit of hindsight. Why? Because Obrowale didn't enter APC because he wanted to go to APC. What happened was that Okowa, that handed over to him, was a VP of Atiku. And EFCC arrested him for spending 100 billion from the state purse for that election. And he said it was Omurubere that gave the money. So the guy was shown his report card. Recall that the former INEC peer, who is now a senator, Comrade Oshobole, said if you are a sinner, if you come over to APC, you become a saint. So they now told him, you better become a saint now. Otherwise, you go in for it. So the guy now had to move over to APC to become a saint. Have you heard of that case any longer from that day? So he's now a saint. He's no longer a sinner. And why did I make that comment that there will be implosion? When he was moving over to APC, Omar Adede was positioning himself to be the governorship candidate of Delta. The day Oborowore came over to APC, he didn't show up. The current Minister of Aviation didn't show up. And these were two people that were warming up for the governorship seat of APC in Delta State. So immediately, he came, they were very angry because as a sitting governor, he has the offer of first refusal before any other person can come to carry the seat. So it was clear to Amagege that he had lost that race. And I've not been proven wrong because he had left APC. Amagege have left APC because he has seen that he cannot fulfill his ambition in APC. So 30 governors moving over to APC is no news to some of us because those governors just have one vote and maybe the vote of their aides and their commissioners. That's all. You will see that going close to this election, there's going to be a lot of surprises because most of these governors will disappoint the president. Because land is alleged. So much money that was given to them, I'm not going to quote any sum, but it was so much, so tempting that nobody can refuse it. So some of them moved over to collect that money. They moved with their legs, but their heart was not with them. So when we get to December, you will notice what I'm saying. That some of them actually, their heart is somewhere else.
But how possible that one would day for say if you do that one to any other person, but not be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because this way we say they don't often talk about it. It's be the game of politics, like well. And this now the first time where we say person will no politics this time will be a real politician. Since 1999, they become president of Nigeria. Obasanjo wasn't a politician, you know that he was a military guy. Then Yaradua, not be that much of a politician as it were. And Jonathan Nalok. Now the good luck, now you follow him. And those things. Buhari too was a military person. You hear when they talk, so them bring him first and make it enter inside.
Exactly.
So now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu be the first person we don't become president. We don't dey inside politics since and when we know the game of politics. Perhaps now what's making a very strong hold of almost all the institutions and all the governors. Not be just because of say be. So what's it make you think say that kind of thing will happen on that what you think say dotting T's, dotting I's and crossing T's properly. You think say that will happen?
The Bible said the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? You cannot know the heart of man. And as a management person, we normally say that the most difficult resource to manage is human resource. Why? Because only human resource that can reason. It's only human resource that can disagree. Any other resource you can replace it and move away. If you replace a human being, you start all over to train the person. And no two individuals are the same. So if you get this person, you will now realize that the devil you know is better than the angel you do not know. So that's why, you see, when it comes to human beings, you cannot manipulate them the way you manipulate other systems. So that is why it is difficult for you to say, because yes, agreed, he's the first politician, great politician to become president. But that does not mean that he knows it all. Nobody knows it all. Because by the time, see, you know that one of the closest person to the current president is Haribo Shola. Are you aware?
He was. No longer is, sir.
Yes. Yes, he was. They are not close anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry. I used a present tense. He was the closest person to him. He was one of those that made him become governor in Lagos State, helped him to become governor. He didn't make him, sorry. He helped him to become governor in Lagos State. Again, you will realize that he was the only person that his portfolio as minister, as commissioner of works, was not given to any other person while he was the governor of Osun. Go and check your records. He was
made the governor and commissioner of works at the same time.
Yes.
Just like we kept Buhari and Tinubu be the governor, president, and the minister of petroleum.
Yeah. So it was the first time in his first tenure, he became the commissioner of works. In the second tenure of Asiwaju, he contested for Osun election and became governor. That portfolio as commissioner of works was left. It was not given to any other person until that 4 years elapsed. So he was combining the two positions. I want to tell you how close they were. So and today they are falling apart like pack of cards. And their relationship has deteriorated irretrievably, that you cannot amend it again. So that tells you what human beings are. That the heart of man is desperately wicked, you cannot know it. So that he has brought these people in with so much money does not mean that at the end of the day he will control them. He might not be able to control all of them because these are chief executives of their states. And some of them, like I said, some of them went over with their legs, not with their heart.
Now, Prof, you have mentioned something that is critical, and you also said money, which is very, very, very critical. Now, touchlight election, where would they see for Osun State? I don't know if you've seen several videos of how money they fly left, right, center. I mean, even a lot of opposition parties have been complaining about the ruling party having to buy votes. Now, my question is, with the much we know and the fact that poverty has been weaponized in Nigeria, like popularly said, can vote buy be limited to its barest minimum in our elections?
It will take a very long time, and it will take a leader to do that. If we had leaders like Yaradua that came on board and said the election that brought me is marred with irregularities, and they started electoral reforms before he passed on. If we have such a leader, yes, it is a possibility. But we have the rulers we have now. I've constantly said we have not had any leader. That's the challenge of this country. We have been having rulers, some of them maximum rulers. That's why the country is not moving. It will take one step forward and 5 steps backwards. So until we have a leader that understands the nitty-gritty of governance, we are going nowhere. So if we have such a leader, a servant leader, then those things will be sorted out. But don't forget that Nigerians are no longer fools. As the days go by, you see people who, though they recognize they are poor, because what the politicians, what they are doing is to weaponize poverty, impoverish the masses, so that during elections, they come and dangle callots. They come and dangle 5 kg of rice, and then collect their PVC. We saw it happen in this Australian election, that a particular lady brought a vehicle, packaged rice. He was collecting their
I get story
PVC.
for you about that lady. Honorable, quench the mic. Honorable, off the mic. That lady where you talk about, say bring boots. Make her show you evidence of what she they go through right now. It looks like she's in severe pain.
I would like to say it.
See video of what she dey go through.
See what ó sì lọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀rọ ojú wáyé abẹ́ orí ẹ̀rọ ojú wáyé abẹ́ orí.
Okay, so her name now, I think Arike also, that's her name. Her name
Ero
Arike, and she lost her polling units after giving people rice. Accord Party won 241, she got 138. That is APC got 138. And that's not she, they react there. I beg David, that person interpreted should be the top comments.
I love that. Did you hear my clap?
Make a plan again.
Did you hear my clap?
And they say, why will you love it, sir? You're glorifying somebody's pain. I'm coming.
Ìròyìn tó tẹ̀mí lọ́wọ́ yàjó lè sìn. Sí wọ́n ó sì lọ lẹ́nu. Ẹ̀rọ ojú wáyé abẹ́ orí. Ẹ̀rọ ojú wáyé abẹ́ orí.
Okay, so David, please do your work.
Then
Then
they show and Shaggy Banza. That's what they do. Cubana chief priest. Now waiting the lament
I told you. Yes, I told you that Nigerians are becoming white.
She's singing in parable self.
What is she saying now, David? Help us interpret. Somebody else help us.
She's just saying clearly that they have done her bad. They don't collect money. They don't vote another person. Now she don't lose. That's literally what she's saying. But she talk in major parables to make sure say, say the team pay enter blood well.
Yes. It go better reach bone marrow.
Oh, that's what. So I will show you another video where you go see when but the prof, I want to report Nigerians to you. Nigerians are not very fair people, because how can she lose her polling unit after investing so much?
Why not go lose her?
I'm coming, sir. But instead of Nigerians to even feel bad for her, feel sorry for her, and at least sympathize with her and tell her sorry. Do you know that Nigerians were busy? I will show you what in the APC they do for her direct polling unit. People that she suffered and gave rice and other things.
Yes.
You saw how she canvassed and carried things in her.
They collected part of their money that she stole, or they stole.
Stole.
Yes, sir. They are stealing our money. Don't you know they are stealing our money? It's our money they are stealing that they are coming to share.
Make I show you what people they do for her polling units. You see, Adeleke and APC, what does that mean?
You can say that again. You can say that again.
They even use her name, they sing songs, sir.
Oh,
this is not fair now. This is not fair.
Is it. No, it's very fair. Oh,
what were they saying, David?
You didn't hear the president. The president said everything is fair in politics.
They were doing what?
President. They were singing that she don't go inside bottom pits. They don't do them so that she don't enter bottomless pits.
Are you serious?
He don't enter bottomless pit, so nothing will be for them again for this matter.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay, so just to remind us, this is what she did do that time. When she did share.
They share the same. They collect their food.
And
you know, at the point, they slammed the boot of the distance that they were becoming unruly. They slammed the boot and said she was not sharing again. They were begging her.
So you mean that these people, when they sing, say she don't enter pits like this, see collect all the things she put for her pit like this,
of course,
collect that finish like this, and then they refuse to vote, because why will a court party win her in her polling units directly? Because all the sharing when she shares started from her own polling units. This is a very unfair thing, sir. Sir?
That's it. I say that's what it's supposed to be going forward. Nigerians should learn from it. You know, it started in Anambra when an old woman was given money.
She not agree.
She rejected that money. I said she will not sell her conscience.
But we thought that will repeat again in Anambra this year. It didn't happen last year.
Well, it may have happened, but it was not captured, because you still recall that in Anambra they are just using the name of Ojukwu to win election. But with what this man is doing now, I don't think Abga will win Anambra in the next election. I don't think so. Because it's very clear. It's very clear now that they are being deceitful. They use Ojukwu to win election, and at the end of the day, what they are now doing is that they are paving way for themselves. Because what this guy is doing is that he will finish his tenure and come and contest for maybe presidency. That is why he's doing everything to put Obi down. Somebody that is supposed to help his brother is the person that is doing everything to castigate him. We are waiting for some of them. Let them come up and say they are going to pick a ticket for any of the high positions up there. That's the time Nigeria will show them that this country belongs to all of us.
When you say waiting for them, who they talk? Before, I don't want to be a pastor, sorry, a prophet by a professor by experience. Sorry, sir. I'm coming. Before I get to that conversation, I want to play a video where they trend right now about Adeleke's win in his area, right? Yeah. But before I do that, somebody asked the question. The person said, $60 is too small. See, if you won't give me dollars, the person say, if we answer the question right, you go dash us $60. But prof, you see, hear your name, professor, and they promise you $60. That's so small. I mean, want to add 3 2 zeros including, so that will be $6,000. They insult me and prof join together with Mr. David. They tell us in $60 he will give us. So he said he wants to know, why is it that something as simple as an election is considered a war in Odua land?
Well, it considered a war because of the man that wants to control the Odua nation.
Hey, there's somebody who wants to control the Odua nation.
Yes, the Jagaban. He wants to be in charge. Recall that during the Obasanjo regime, he was the only man standing. It was from that point that it became obvious that he needs to get all the 6 states of Southwest. And they started, one by one, capturing all the states in Southwest. At the point, he had the 5 states out of 6. You see, and he has done it systematically by weaponizing poverty in those places. Recall that there was the same governor that was president that went to his state, Osun, this Osun. He said it was richer than Osun states. So that would tell you.
Oh, but that may be true because he has worked so hard. Somebody who's worked in several places, Deloitte, Mobile, worked abroad in the US. You get businesses. He may have had enough money because
did I hear you say
some states in Nigeria.
Did I hear you say work so hard? Harder than who? Deloitte is saying that they don't know him. The only people that recognize him are the Mobile Unlimited, Lagos, where he was a treasurer. Now, let me tell you how he made his money in Lagos. You can fact check me on that.
During his
tenure,
people they watch us
yes, during his tenure, Obasanjo refused to release funds for local governments because he floated additional local governments and made Lagos 50 local governments. And Obasanjo said it's unconstitutional. The constitution has 477 local governments, and before any local government could be added, there has to be a constitutional amendment, and the governor has no right to, create a local government. He stuck to his gun that he was going to have those local governments, and Obasanjo now slammed him with not releasing the funds for local governments. So he started with Lagos. Taxes here and there, everything was being taxed. And now there was a consulting firm, Alpha Beta Consulting, created by him, assisted by the former Attorney General that became the Vice President in this country. And they floated that company. And that company was taking 40% of the takings in Lagos State government, from Lagos State government for logistics and for, consulting for them. And Lagos State was only taking 60%. So, and that company was traced to him. So at the end of the day, that was how he made his money in Lagos. That was a major break in Lagos. I can tell you that for free, and you can fact check me on that. And that's why people are complaining now that I have started again with new tax law in Nigeria. You see, it's like he's exporting what he had in Lagos to Abuja. And now every agency is now a tax agent. The police now is a tax agent. We said it and police say it's not true. We say, okay, you are collecting tinted glasses. They say yes now. It is for protection. The question again is, if it's for protection, if it's for security reasons, why is it not an one-off thing? Why are you asking of renewal every year? So if it's for security, it would have been a one-off thing. Once you do it, you have done it. But they're now asking for it every year. Now, are you aware that when you buy your vehicle, the certificate of ownership is a one-off? Today, it is a yearly thing. You renew it every year. So insurance has been increased from the money it used to be now to 15,000 naira. So everything has been monetized. The airport office have increased their takers for passports. Customs have increased
Even parking
everything.
space self don't increase, sir. Everything increase.
Everything.
And at the end of the day, our tax, this thing has changed. It used to be FIRS. They have changed it to NRS.
NIRS, yes, sir.
No, it's not NIRS. NRS.
NRS, rather. NRS.
Yes. And we have a consultant now from France. They told us that they are just to train our staff. Now, if it is to train our staff, why are they signing MOU with them? Some of us do training. What they would have done was to send people there to do the training and come back to Nigeria. Then we do what we call train the trainer. The people that went there to train will come and train the people that are here. But now they are signing an MOU with France. I smell a rat. That's what I will say, but I just smell a rat. And you said? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, people I said, I know say with the O where. People I said, I know say with the O where. They can't know owe them.
Nah.
After all, they owe plenty people, both sports, everybody, then they owe. Maybe.
Well, I said, Baba, if you put in Gida, now you sabi.
So still looking at the Osun State election, I look at the IREV portal right now, 78.42% of the votes so far have been uploaded. The results so far have been uploaded. So out of 3,763 polling units, we have so far had uploads of 2,951 polling units. So yes, so they're still expecting some more people to come. But so far, imagine on the day tight and less than 1,000 to go before less than 1,000 more. I think so. Yes.
The margin of votes. You see, the margin of votes is how many?
No, I said just less than 1,000 more polling units to upload.
Okay. I was thinking you are talking.
So you know that the reason I'm not specifically stating the results so far, but I'm just analyzing based on what the upload is so far from the IREV is because IREV don't want, INEC don't want say, not gonna know is IREV collate vote that IREV is not a collation platform. It is only to upload results. However,
hold on, ma'am. That's where there's going to be crisis this time around. Because if the results they will publish will be different from what IREV published, then there'll be war. Trust me on that. There'll be war. So they had better do the right thing and allow sleeping dogs to lie. Some of us knew what happened in 1983. This was the build-up. What we called Omoborowo saga. This was the build-up. So at the end of the day, UPN won Ondo and the MPN want to collect it by fire by force. And the people said, no way, it can't happen here. And they burnt down everything. That was what led to the military taking over in 1983. So they better be careful.
Prof, with this kind of development, in the end, you will hear go to court. Elections ends in the court. How can we navigate this?
You see, mark my words, and you can go to the bank with it. You see this Osun election, they are not going to court. They will settle it today, tomorrow. You will say, I told you. Because if they go the other way, there will be chaos. And it will be so difficult to manage. There are 15,000 policemen will not be able to manage it. Maybe they have to import all the policemen in Nigeria to go and manage that crisis. Mark my words. Because I know what is going on in Osun. See, the Adeleke are not pushovers. They can match anybody, naira for naira, dollar for dollar, violence for violence. So they better be careful. I've been warning. There is nobody that has monopoly of violence. No human being. And those who make peaceful change impossible, make violent change inevitable. So let them try it with Osun. You will see a different thing.
Now, talking about this Osun State election, the person who asked that initial question about Odua land asked that he's trying to know that are they fighting for development in Odua land for electricity, for good hospitals, for good roads, for progress, for democracy, or for self-interest, or even for unearned funds and fame? What exactly are they fighting for?
They are fighting for fame. They are fighting for, maybe not funds per se, they are fighting for fame. They are fighting to stand like a colossus and say, no, I am this of the Southwest. If you don't come to me, if you don't come to bow down to me, you will not have a say in the Southwest. That is what the fight is all about. I can tell you that for free.
But what is the essence of that if nobody lives forever, sir? I'm sorry I had to ask that question.
Well, the truth
what is the essence of that? Because we all know say none of us go live forever. So if you buy for me today, tomorrow I know day for you to buy for me. Waiting again.
See, the truth is that human beings majorly forget the God factor once they have little money. You remember the rich fool in the Bible? He was busy planning how he's going to do this and do that with his money. And God said, thou fool, your soul is required from you tonight. You maybe have forgotten Abacha that was planning to remove Awada, remove Kake and put Awada. And
Obasanjo would have been a dead man.
So at the end of the day,
one night.
At the end of the day, one night, God just said, today you are coming home. And that was it. So they don't think of the God factor. That's why they do some of those things they do. They believe they can live forever. They believe their money can sustain them. Even when they know that they are not healthy enough to wake up the next morning and run along, they will still tell you, we can do it. Maybe when they go to some of these roadside marabouts and prophets and they deceive them, they now believe them. But God will disappoint some of them very soon.
All right, sir. So make I quickly show you a video, or that video you referred to when the miscalculation.
After we count the ballot paper finish, Accord is 212 and APC is 107. And later the NYC that follow INEC wrote 012. And we said not 012, it's supposed to be 212, 212.
Okay.
Later, he now changed it to 2112 and he now signed on it. Please let all the world hear this so that later they will not change it for us.
So that's not the complaint.
That's 212. Oh yeah. Yes. Because they were saying 2012.
Okay, so
you know, 2012. Yeah. That's what I had earlier. Okay. You know, this mass at times it confuses a lot of people. Because
now wait make me know do science. But make our go show you video of waiting happen for inside Ede today.
Okay.
They announced the Adeleke results. And this video, by the way, courtesy of the Punch newspaper. So all credits goes to the Punch. David, why are you smiling? What did they talk? The video is still long.
What happened to 50,000?
Airports in
50,000 enter bush.
Oh, that means they pay 50,000. The money don't enter bush.
Apparently, that's what happened, really, because that's chanting there simply means that 50,000 don't enter, they don't chop out. Meaning, the person will not give the 50,000, don't win.
All right, let's continue.
So, which of the parties won there?
Of course, it's Adeleke, sir.
Okay.
You see the process, they're counting. I want you to watch the process.
Please. Right on.
No, Allah. I'm not going anywhere. I hear you.
So, prof, you see, as people, so what's it make I needed to play that video to the end? Now, make you see the resilience of the people, the way people you stay, they not really go. You see the way crowd still full.
No,
Unlike
but
elections,
but
you
it's
know, when
APC that won that election. It's APC that won that polling unit.
Oh, is APC that won this polling unit? Okay,
yes, now they had 29 votes. Accord had 10.
Oh, okay, all right, no problem.
No. It was Accord. That's Adeleke's. That's
Adeleke's polling unit. I was going to say that's Adeleke's
won that.
And he won it. He won it. That's Adeleke's polling unit. I think the
total. Are you sure? Because when they were counting, they counted APC 29, Accord 10.
No. From that thing you see counted there, I think Accord, the total number of votes in that polling unit for APC was 29. Accord was 421. APC was 29. Accord was
because they've counted one particular vote.
So they don't count. Yes, they counted. I think they couldn't record all the counting of Accord. You know that to be long.
Because what you showed me, I'm recording from what you showed me.
The total number for Accord was 421.
Yeah. That's okay. Okay.
Yes. So that's why I wanted to tell you that. So what do you speak about? What do you say about the resilience of the people and how they use stable? Did they no green move for this election?
No,
what did he go tell us?
The truth of the matter is that Osun people said that Adeleke performed. The Obas, the Oni of Ife even came out to campaign for him. You know, this is things that don't happen before now.
But the same Oni also received a lot of the APC delegates that came to the states.
That does not matter. He is the father of the states or the father of the Dua nation. So any political party that comes to him, he will receive them. However, he gave special preference to Adeleke because he said he did a lot for Ife. That some of the things that he said it in his own mouth, that Ife has become London courtesy of him, that he did not know that Ife can be transformed to the way that the present governor transformed Ife. So he actually campaigned for him, and he said he encouraged his wards to vote for him. So I'm not surprised. In fact, I would have been surprised if Adeleke will lose that election today. It would have surprised me.
That was why. He has not won yet, sir.
Okay. No, it has not won. It has not won. See, I said it even before today. In fact, today something happened in the morning. You know what I told my wife? No, I said, if they succeed in not allowing Davido to enter Osun today, Adeleke will lose that election. But if by any margin of faith, Davido enters Osun, that election is won by Adeleke. Nobody can change it. And
what has Davido's presence got to do with him winning the election, sir?
I was going
to has a lot of influence. It has a lot of influence on the youth. It has a lot of influence on the youth.
The influence there, they shift now. So does he need to be there physically?
Let me land. You didn't allow me to land.
Oh, you're not vexed, sir.
It has a lot of influence on the youth. And even the powers that be are afraid of him.
Oh.
Because recall that when he saw moves from the presidency, and he openly said, when EFCC blocked the account of Osun. He said he was going to tag Trump on that, and he did. And they became jittery. So even the powers that be, they are afraid of him. They know
So
what.
are you insinuating that it is because of Davido's tweets that made the president call EFCC to unfreeze his accounts, the Osun State accounts?
It might not be unconnected with that. I'm not expressly saying that, but it might not be unconnected with that. Recall too that Davido said this one is not social media because it was live. He said he was there when the president called the uncle and told him that has directed EFCC to remove that lien on that account. So some of the things we say them with the benefit of hindsight. We don't just talk because we have mouth to talk. No, we say them because we know what we're saying, and we say them with the benefit of hindsight. So that was it. So if the guy didn't get to Osun today, I recall that in the morning he tweeted last night because as at yesterday night he still performed in UK.
In London. Yes.
Some of us were monitoring.
It's just 6 hours flights, and he has a private jet, so some of us not be relates.
He said they will touch ground by 7 a.m. this morning, but there was a pushback. They said the military said they will not allow him to enter. So he tweeted that if they don't allow him to enter, the heavens will fall, and there is not marching words about it. So as at 8, we still nose around. He has not landed. I had my fears. That was when I told my wife, I said, well, if they succeed in not letting this guy come into Osun today, they will succeed in rigging this election. But if by any accident they allow him to touch ground, it's a foregone conclusion that the uncle has won the election. So immediately around 10, I checked again, and they say he has come in. I was somewhere in Oshobo, but they cannot tell where he is now. I said, fine, that election is won. That time, sir, they had just started voting. I told people around me that Adeleke has won that election. And as you see, because some of us don't have church, when we say certain things, they don't listen to us until it comes to happen. When it happens, I'll just come back to say, I told you so. And that's why I would tell them.
As you talk like this, somebody for the comment session just talk, say, make Accord never happy yet, because Labour Party felt that way in 2023 as results becoming, IREV. They felt that way, but all of a sudden things just stop. What we're saying that so far, as I look at the IREV portal, 81.45% of the votes have been, uploaded, but that's remaining almost 20%. That's 18 point something percent. Something can go wrong. And
let me tell you, you cannot compare 2023 to what is happening now. Obi is a perfect gentleman that cannot hurt a fly. But I said it earlier, maybe the person was not listening, that the delegates are ready to match naira for naira, dollar for dollar, force for force. So if anything goes wrong, they should be prepared that Osun will go down. That is it. There's no two ways about it. Watch this come to pass. If they make any mistake or manipulating, what will happen in Osun is only God that will save this country. Write it down. I'm saying it on air. Because our delegates are prepared for this election. And they're going all out. They're going all out. I said it before, that those who make peaceful change impossible make violent change inevitable. The guys are ready for a fight. So let them come with their fight. Let them go and rig that election, and you'll see what will happen. They want to burn down Osun. And it will happen before their eyes. And let me see who they are going to rule. Is it not human beings you rule? When you kill all of them, then who will you rule?
Prof, I'm still going to stay with you on this. On the part of security, we know for a fact that there were thousands of men deployed to Osun State. But looking at, the security incidents around surrounding one particular senator, even a video of him is resurfaced again today, where he was telling people to carefully monitor what other people are voting. Now, looking at this level of intimidation
and not let any other candidate. In fact, now that you've mentioned this, Dave,
any other
candidate off here. Let me quickly play that video. So you
lórí oko títí bóyá nìkan sọ pé ẹ wo òṣèlú kálukú bá tẹ ẹ tó bá ti tẹ nǹkan tí ó yẹ kó tẹ ní láṣẹ kì í sọ fún mi. lórí oko gbàwó wà lórí ẹ yìí ẹyẹ mọ wà lórí
Well, according to waiting the said and saying talk, say in the telling supporters or the APC supporters to monitor the voters at the units, say non-supporters must be dealt with. Now waiting the talk. Non-supporters. This is after getting an invitation from the police. So
yes, you know what I've been saying. You see, when judgment is not speedily executed, the heart of man is said to do evil. That's what the Holy Scripture said. And you know why some of them are doing this? They have forgotten that history does not issue apologies. It issues receipts. That's why the internet does not forget. Maybe they are thinking that we are still in the analog era, when they will say one thing in the days of the print media. When they say one thing and they come back to say they are quoted out of context, and they begin to micromanage or do damage control for what they have said. They have forgotten that we are in the digital age. Today, they bring what we have said verbatim, and you will now be speaking in tongues. You know, when it was picked up, initially he said it was AI, that they use AI to manipulate it.
No, he started by saying that he meant that they should defeat them with votes.
No,
the next day morning, he now went to TVC and now said that it is AI. He doesn't know how they got that video.
And again, he went to police and said he doesn't know the people that interpreted the thing, that he spoke Yoruba. He's just talking as if he's the only Yoruba man in Nigeria. There's no other person that understands Yoruba in Nigeria except him. He said he spoke in Yoruba language, and the people, what they interpreted is not what he said. They played the video to him. People that know Yoruba more than him gave him the interpretation of what he said. And you see, he's still going ahead to say other things today because he felt nobody punished him for what he said earlier. And that's where we're where we are today. You are asking of the security forces. We had in Australia alone 15,000 policemen. In fact,
and that's different from Army, Army,
yes.
and the rest of them.
I said policemen. We are not talking of the Army. We are not talking of the civil defense.
Yes.
Civil defense. We are not talking of Navy. We are not talking of even Air Force and road safety. All of them were there. Then you had 30 commissioners of police. You had an AIG and a DIG for one off-cycle election. Still, people shot gun and carried away the ballot box. Today, it happened in one of the centers. Although they said they later accosted the person and brought back the ballot box, and people. You see, one thing about Osun is their resilience, because in a particular place they equally threw tear gas, and some of them now went home, maybe got kerosene or something, and covered their nose and came back and voted. So they were ready. That's why I said that today, if they try to manipulate that result, you and I will not be able to say what will happen, because I reserve my comments. I am not from Osho. I am not even a Yoruba man. I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm a Nigerian. I'm speaking from my position as a citizen of this country, that they should allow Osho to breathe, because if they breathe down on Osho today, some of them might not be alive to tell the story.
All right, sir. Somebody did ask that why was he not arrested? He was only called for questioning and released. Why was he not arrested?
You see, he's from the ruling party. And that is why things are going wrong. We have said it time without number. As long as all our institutions are subservient to the president, we cannot do anything. It is high time we begin to have strong institutions and not strong individuals. If, for instance, it is not the president that appoints the IG or police, the IG will not be so loyal to him to a fault. Are you aware that even a DSP, I'm not talking of commissioner, a DSP in Lagos State disobeyed the orders of the governor? A DSP.
Yes.
Disobeyed the orders of the governor in Lagos State.
Yes.
Because he said he can't take orders. He even told him he can't take orders from him. He can only take orders from his superior. And the governor said, okay, call your superior. Say, I cannot call him, sir. With due respect, sir, I cannot call him. You call him if you have his number. So that is the level we have gotten to in this country. So if a commissioner cannot take orders from the police, from the governor, then what are you saying? That's why we are where we are today. So we need to do a total overhaul of this system. Until we do a total overhaul of this system and find a way of appointing some of these people, even the INEC, that the president will appoint chairman, it's not done. He must be say who pays the piper, dictates a tone.
But going to the issue of Senator Father Hunsi, how will somebody make such a statement and is still working free? When Ibi said the Accord members, the Accord party, Adeleke they talk say many of their members they don't arrest them and carry them straight to Abuja. Why was Father Hunsi not taken to Abuja?
Yes. That's what we're saying.
Why was Father Hunsi not taken to Abuja?
Are you aware that a day after he made that announcement, 2 people were still killed? A day after he made that announcement. So what we're saying is that the government in power is just doing what they like. Now, it's not the only person. I told you of the other House of House of Reps of state member of the House of Assembly made a similar comment and nothing happened. You saw the imam, what's his name again, that made a comment about Christians. Jigger or whatever, or Jiga, whatever you call it.
Sheikh Jingir.
You can call him anything. I don't want to look. The man that made that comment in a same clan, he will be detained for making that comment. But nothing happened. And he said, do you know he went to BBC Hausa service and said he has no apologies? He said so, because he knows nothing will happen.
He doubled down on what he said.
Nothing will happen, and nothing will happen, and nothing has happened. But you still call yourself a secular state, too. You still call yourself a secular state, too, and there are Sharia in 12 states, 12 northern states. So leave that matter. The truth is that we need a break and a total overhaul of our system, because as far as we continue this way, we will not make any progress. I can tell you that for free.
All right. Yeah. All right, David, do you have something to say quickly before we move to some other?
Yes, I still wanted to ask Prof. I mean, your confidence on this election is quite it's alarming. Now, compared with the 2022 Osun election, where Beavers functioned in the large majorities, but of course data controversies dominated afterwards, has the technology really improved or merely shifted the nature of the challenges? Because we're still going to be seeing all of this in the general election next year.
I think the challenges are just shifted, but we need to tell INEC to up their game. They need to acquire new systems and test run them before the coming election, because they have so much money. Anyway, the challenge again is that is a budget too. We don't know how much has been released for them, because we saw a particular agency, a particular ministry had so much money in hundreds of millions, and only 20 million were released for them in a year. Minister of Health. So at the end of the day, what do you expect? If they have that budget shown as budget is just the estimated revenue and expenditure in a year, it does not mean they have the money. So the question now is, how much have been released to them? Because if they are not released that money to them, you can't be blaming them for using the same equipment they used in 2022 or 2023. But if government has released that money, then it behoves on INEC to acquire the latest technology and ensure that there will be no glitches in 2027. Because if there are
With the time
glitches,
frame,
so yeah.
Prof, with the time frame, should INEC
How many
purchase
days will it
anything
require?
new?
How many days will it require to import a system to Nigeria? How many
Are we not
days?
going to be hearing of another level of glitch? That's where I'm going, Prof.
That's what we're saying, that they had better get these things early enough and test run them. You saw the report I gave you that a particular TV station, their time they received the same thing that is sent the same time. There's a 16 minutes gap between the time they receive it and the time INEC received the same result. It's released from the same system. So it means that they have an upgrade. That's why they are getting it earlier than INEC. So INEC is still using the system they used in 2023, maybe, just maybe, because I don't know whether they bought new systems. But what we're now saying is that if they bought new systems, they should upgrade those systems to what is obtainable in the market. That's my take on that. So that because the way the other man declared glitchy so and became an ambassador, this man might not be that lucky to do that and get away with it.
Okay, but I have phone calls. Nigerians phone lines are open. Please call us directly on 0808-675-9679, or you click no link yet. I can't give you a link yet. Or you call us on WhatsApp on 0808-675-9679. Either direct call or via WhatsApp to join the conversation. So 0808-675-9679. That's not the number to call, either through direct call or through WhatsApp. So if they look at the things that happen right now, you look at INEC IREV portal right now. IREV don't upload 3,140 votes so far for inside the Osun governorship election. I think equivalent to about 80% or 80.2%.
Yeah.
Of the votes so far. Now it be say they don't upload. And I think 744 results remain. Make it be say the upload finish. And
Okay.
people they look and say it's still they go that way. People are kind of excited that okay, at 8 o'clock it's going down well. It's going well. I would like to take your thoughts on how say you say we could never give INEC their flowers yet until we day sure of waiting a bit say they do. But
can you please check whether they uploaded Ife, Ede, and the capital Oshobo?
I would do that right away. But let me take this call. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome. I can hear you. Good evening and welcome.
Yes, you can hear me. I'm happy to get across to you today.
And I'm glad you're here too. Sir, please be on the line. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I came to Nigeria. Unfortunately, something took me away. I wanted to see it. Good job.
Oh, stop it. I don't like it.
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do more. I think I can't spend my phone in America. I know how it goes. Like,
okay.
It's supposed to sound like a war. Because what I'm seeing is just like a war.
Not be war, no worry. Now war for a war of votes. Not be saying a war of fight, now war of votes, no vex.
We'll have a lot to do. I have a place that much box. I continue to wonder why this time around that they can still snatch a box. All the billions, allocated to INEC, they're using just common plastic to collect the votes for a whole nation like Nigeria. I expected this service to have a mental form that how we check.
Hey, now our ballot box they talk about saying a plastic. Now ballot box. Now ballot plastic box now. Yes, sir.
Plastic, yeah. It's supposed to be something later. But if you're more powerful man, I'm not the one,
break it. We'll grow to that level. You know we're growing democracy, sir.
are getting it, grab it and this or that. What power they're speaking for? What are they doing with it? If I have opportunity to just speak to people about God forbid I'm not going to politician, I'll do something different. And you vote here, nobody sees what you're doing. You vote there, put it like you're putting money, putting money in a bank with your ATM card. Put it on it goes. Nobody knows where your card.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
And you see people, talking it. So please, we have to do something. But I pray that Adeleke, who have been in America here, they knows what is happening and they're trying to do a good thing.
Thank you.
They should allow him to finish his
Thank
job.
you. Thank you. It's your opinion. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Hello, good evening and welcome. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ike. I'm calling from Texas.
Mr. Ike, you're welcome. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, so I wrote something on the comment section. The reason why APC is fighting this fight as if it is pure war is they know that when they lose this election, there is possibility that they will not get this state in January and they will not get Oyo in January. And even Lagos is not in the back. So that's why you see them fighting all of these things. But the difference between this and Edo is the people love Adeleke. But in the case of Edo, they used that same playbook and succeeded because the people got tired with Obaseki. And they were not ready to allow an Obaseki-sponsored person to take over. So APC were beating their chest, thinking that the playbook they used in Edo will work in Osun. But they made a mistake. They are fighting a man that is loved by the people. The power of the people is usually greater than those in power. They will never succeed. That's how I look at it. No matter what they do, they will never succeed. We are still watching. Thank you, sister.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. So you want to react to any of the things you've said so far?
Yeah, I agree with the last speaker 100%. Because they even said it that the template they use in Edo will be the template for the next election. And this
but
time
all
around,
is not over. All is not over. And APC may still win the election. You can tell.
I can tell you for free, and you can go to the bank with it,
Hey.
that they cannot read this election. I can tell you for free. Because their delegates are waiting for them. You see, you'll be shocked what is going to happen. And they know it. They know it. So when I was saying that if Davido is in our shoot today, it will be difficult for them to read that. I know what I'm saying.
I still don't know what Davido has to do with that vote anyway, but it's okay.
Well, you don't know the power of perception and influence. The perception of the people concerning him and the influence is wielding among the youth cannot be quantified. So once he comes out, they love him as if he is their brother, and they will go all out because of what he's doing for them. They will go all out for him. So once he asks them to do anything, they will follow him hook, sink, and liner. And that is why it will be difficult. And the people in Osun, they know it too. They are not pretending that they don't know. They know it. That's why they are being careful. They are making comments because they know that any move they make, there'll be a counter move to counter them. So that's why I said what he said is 100%. Because in Edo, the person they voted in is not supposed to be voted in, but because they felt Obaseki did not treat them well. You see, Obaseki for 4 years didn't allow the state assembly to function. And people didn't like his style of governance. So, and again, he capped it all by having issues with his deputy. So the deputy governor now worked against him. And these are people that are on ground. The deputy governor now joined Oshomole to work against him. These are the factors that made PDP lose in Edo. It's not because the man that said will bring insecurity to them is a person they will now give the vote. Because while campaigning, he said he's going to bring in security to Edo State. Oshomole now said, no.
Sir, you know that was a slip of tongue now. You know, go feedback on that kind of one. No, thanks. Make I pick this course, sir.
Madam,
hold on. Let me pick course, sir.
Hold on. You know, read budget. That one a slip of tongue too. Now slip of tongue make I no feel read budget.
The figure was just too big. I'm coming, sir.
Now slip of tongue.
The figure plenty now. We have plenty zeros.
Slip of tongue.
Good evening and welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, go ahead, sir. I didn't get your name though, but go ahead. Oh, Idowu, you're welcome. All right, it's going down in Osun State. Make I take your thoughts on what's in the happen for Osun State, Mr. Idowu.
First of all, I want to appreciate everybody in the studio. The work putting in place. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Secondly, I want to talk about this professor. See, in Yoruba land, they said, which means
you go interpret though.
When an elder, I'm doing that immediately.
Okay, sir.
When an elder sit down, what they can see while sitting down. The younger one cannot see it while standing. This professor is talking from experience. You see that this man is knowledgeable. You know what he's saying. So, and I tell you, me, I'm not in support of any of them, although I like what I heard that Davido uncle is doing in Osun. I love that most.
What state are you from, sir? What state are you from, sir?
Me, I was born and raised up in Lagos, but my parents are from Ondo.
Okay, I just want to know whether you take type from Osun State. Now, what's make me be the ask? No vex.
No, I'm a Yoruba man.
Okay.
I'm a Yoruba man. But I'm not from Osun.
Okay.
My parents are from Ondo.
Okay.
To be precise. When you add my name, Adetula, you know Adetula is from
Owo.
Ondo.
Owo. All right, go ahead.
From what I'm listening to so far, this professor, you know what he's saying. He's knowledgeable. Like I said earlier, you know what he's saying. He's talking from experience. You know, something that's been happening over and over again. Of course, you can tell. Sure, you understand. So this professor know what he's saying. And everybody is seeing what is going on in Osun, all the effort here and there. But I pray that the best win in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. No. Amen. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Profs are joining us inside the studio. It's Prince Francis Chilaka. Maybe we just take it out a little bit. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
I take you on very quickly. Let me play a few footages of what they go on right now for inside Osun State, so that you will fit jumping in your feet. When saying 30,000 do David, they say, oh, what kilo they need?
What?
They say,
owó wọgbó 30,000 owó wọgbó.
This is the protest.
David, then there's another one too.
The same
People are jubilating for Imola's winning everywhere. This is Osun. People were jubilating for Imola all the way. Ayé ẹ̀rọ àdìpẹ́ ti bàjẹ́. Àwọn èrò tó jubilate fún akọ́ọ̀dù lélẹ́yìí o fún ìmọ́lẹ̀. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí o, àwọn èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí o, jubilation for ìmọ́lẹ̀. Can you see jubilation for ìmọ́lẹ̀? Jubilation for ìmọ́lẹ̀ everywhere. Jubilation for ìmọ́lẹ̀.
And then earlier we see say APC also announced that they also win some polling units. Then if you visit the collate results.
60, 61, 62, Aye. Your name. Like what I asked you.
All right, so we see the way the result they go. It can't be like say the election can't be mostly between Adeleke and Oyebamiji. Prince Francis Chilaka, before you jump in on the conversation, I know I get person for the line, but make it in the hold on a bit. But before then, let me take a breakdown of, Prof, you have asked me of the local governments that results have come out.
No, I just asked for 3 local governments. Because they are the major.
Make I just run down the local governments quickly.
Okay.
And the percentage of results they don't upload for each of those local governments.
Okay.
So we get Ife North local government, right? And out of 111 polling units, they don't upload 97. We get Irekpodun local government. Out of 133, they don't upload 120. So that means you just have about 13 more to go. And then you get Ife East local government. Out of 200 polling units, 181 don't be uploaded. Odooti local government, 121 polling units, 103 don't be uploaded. And then Irewole local government, out of 138 polling units, they don't upload 104 so far. And I think Egbedore local government, out of 90 polling units, 70 don't be uploaded. Ife Dayo, out of 63, 60 don't be uploaded. That's almost complete. And Ilesha West, 121 polling units, 109 don't be uploaded. Ayedire, out of 67 polling units, 51 don't be uploaded. 51, that is 51, out of 61. 67 rather. And then Ife Central local government, out of 215 polling units, 194 don't uploaded. For a local government area, out of 133 polling units, 89 don't uploaded. This Ife, this Ejimukonde, like the one way we say never get plenty upload.
Yes.
Because if you look, imagine, out of 133 polling units, only 89. Why some others almost they close to almost being fully uploaded. So, and say this Ejibode, very important. All right. Then we go to other local government areas. We go to Eden North, where out of 139 polling units, 116 don't be uploaded. We go to Ayedade local government. Out of 150, 121 don't be uploaded. Ede South, out of 101, 87 don't be uploaded. Ola Oluwa, out of 62 polling units, 41 don't be uploaded. Ela local government, out of 124 polling units, 117 don't be uploaded. And Borikpe local government, out of 112 polling units, 90 don't be uploaded. Oshobo local government, out of 282 polling units, 258 don't be uploaded. And then Atakumosa West local government, out of 76, 54 don't be uploaded. In war. Out of 170, 151 don't uploaded. Takumosa East, out of 77, 62 don't be uploaded. And Oluwaduro local government, out of 74 polling units, 63 don't be uploaded. And Isoka, you get 95 polling units, 673 don't be uploaded. Oriade, out of 123, 84 don't be uploaded. And Olorunda, out of 193 polling units, 167 don't be uploaded. I think Orolu, out of 85 polling units, 66 don't be uploaded. Obokun local government, out of 194, just 6 remain to finish up. Ilesha East, 132 polling units, 115 don't be uploaded. And Ife South, out of 131 polling units and 108 don't be uploaded. This one said plenty. And then Ife Lodun, out of 145, we get 126 where they don't upload so far. So far, IREV don't upload 84.80% of the results. Just to make a let you know. So Prince Francis Chilaka, please, before I take your call, let me quickly speak to the person on the phone that I've had on hold. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the show.
Precious, my name is Samuel, calling in from the UK.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you so very much for the good work you are doing in the studio there.
Thank you, sir.
As always, I want to appreciate our quintessential prof in the studio there for an unbiased analysis. Thank you so very kindly. I want to tell you that I'm having one of the jolly weekend that I've been for in recent times with what is happening in Osun State. I'm so happy. One thing that gives me joy in what is happening in Osun State election right now is the demonstration of the resilience of Nigerians. It's beginning to be. And it's a good sign towards challenging the sardonic attitude of our politicians in power moving towards 2027. It's a glimmer of hope. I'm telling you that with what is happening, it is very certain that when people have become so conscientious, aware of their right, the politicians in power will know that there's going to be a bigger resistance beyond the weaponization of poverty that we have seen in Nigeria in recent times. And I'm happy that this is happening. It's telling a lot of what we are seeing in Osun State. And I want to tell you that what is happening in Osun State is going to be a litmus test. People will pick up their zeal, their temerity, their gut, the gut of the suffering Nigerians that have been united as a result of what the politicians are doing. It's going to happen in such a way that very soon, the people's institution will begin to work. And the powerful people that we have in Nigeria that have turned themselves into the institution of power people will be weakened by the resolve of the people. And this is making me very happy.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy with what is happening. And thank you very much, Precious, again, for what you are doing.
All right,
thank you so very kindly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. All right, Prince Francis Chilakasa, let me let you respond holistically on everything that's got to do with your state election, sir.
Well, which of them do you want me to respond to? The fact that
holistically, in total.
The fact that they are sharing money.
Hey.
The fact that Nigeria has become partially a failed state. The fact that our electoral process has been thrown to the dogs. The fact that some governors will abandon their state and come to another state claiming they want to come and win an election. The fact that your president will say, go and come out and vote. Let there be free and fair election. Yet the police and the army are all over the place. We have militarized everything that has to do with our political system. And people are rejoicing. People are happy. See, I've said this thing to show people. If you like, collect that 20,000, collect the 30,000. Don't forget that you will pay back. It's an investment. It is not free money because there is nothing free. Even in Freetown, there is no free lunch. So if you collect the money and you decide to vote non-entity into power, it is all of you in Osun State that will eat the breakfast. Just as everybody in Nigeria today is eating the breakfast. So for me, I feel so bad that Nigeria has been brought down to a level where you have people with questionable character, people that have killed our educational system. You have the worst of us leading the best of us. And we don't see anything wrong with it.
That's it.
And our professors are in the forefront of helping to bring in non-entities to power with their selfishness and their greed. And INEC, with all the money they have, they are finding it difficult to do the right thing. So for me, when people say, oh, Osun State will be a litmus test, I just laugh. Because what you see playing out in Osun State is more like state capture. It's not an election. There's so many videos I've seen today that are so annoying. I saw people who came in from Edo State parading themselves as, people who have come to smoke out. That's the language they use. They have come to smoke out the governor, a sitting governor. That is so shameful. That is so shameful. And we say we are running a democratic system. And we all claim that we have a master strategist, a man who understands politics better than everybody in power,
Prince
and things are going
Francis
this way.
Shilaka, let me quickly butt in there, please, very quickly. There's been a breaking announcement by the Adeleke Campaign Council as they don't raise alarm, say they won't declare the election inconclusive, and they talk say they will resist.
Well,
say they
Precious,
because
you remember what didn't I tell you that yesterday night?
Yes, you said that.
Was it not what I told you
said
yesterday
that you
night?
see, yes, you see a rerun.
Yes, because the way it is when you declare it inconclusive that the real rigging will take place.
Yes.
That is it.
That's 20. You
And
want
then
to
when the
play
real
back
rigging takes place,
2018.
the umpire will now tell you, go to court.
They want to play back
So
2018.
we have a system. We have a system where those we elect into office to come and serve us have turned around to enslave us.
Mm-hmm.
And you call it leadership. You call it democracy. It's a shame. It's a real shame.
What is the implication, Prince? What's the implication should this election go to that rerun?
Sorry, go to what?
If they declare this election inconclusive, what's the implication on our political landscape?
If they declare it inconclusive, that the thing is when you declare it inconclusive, it means that somebody somewhere wants to rig the election. We must allow the wishes of the people. We must uphold the wishes of the people. We cannot continue to have inconclusive elections. Considering the amount of resources that has been spent, the energy that has been put into it, why are you declaring it inconclusive?
Yes.
You declare something inconclusive when your candidate is not winning.
Yes. Or when there's a major flaw.
That's it.
Prince, in light of
so if they have looked into the crystal ball and they see that this our APC candidate is not winning, they'll say, INEC, please let there be glitches.
All right, David, go ahead. You were asking a question. Go ahead, David.
Okay, in light of the EU SDGN and of course other observers recording hundreds of electoral offenses in this particular election, from vote buying to vote trading to ballot exposure, campaigning near PUs, inducement of officials, how credible is the overall integrity of this process? Prince.
Which election in Nigeria has integrity? And when have we started as a nation to listen to election observers? Do you listen to them? Or are you not aware now that if you remember in the last 2023 election, the national election, EU had about 100 and something election monitors in the country.
Right.
I'm sure you're aware they told you that they're going to send between 2 and 4 people for the 2027 election. That shows you that even they themselves, they don't trust your process. They have no belief, they have no regard for the Nigerian electoral process. So that is where we are. If you like, go and be an election observer and capture people who are both buying vote and selling vote. The government of the day will close their eyes to it. Just like they close their eyes to every other thing. Have you forgotten that your National Assembly said vote buying is not a crime? It's not a crime. They did it on purpose. They amended the 2026 Electoral Act having one person in mind. Having one man in mind. That is why they amended that Electoral Act the way it is.
They had in mind when they did that?
See, Precious, they ask me
now
questions.
because you're the one alleging that.
Grab it, snatch it, and run. I mean, they ask. Don't ask me that. You want me to grab you and snatch you and run?
Okay, take them easy now. No vex her.
No, but no, we
it's
must
telling
say.
you that the election is not sad a la cat. That's what it's telling you.
Oh! So for us to move this country forward,
Sir.
precious. One thing that we're not sitting down to ask questions. If tomorrow, let me tell you this, go and write it down. If tomorrow there's a law saying that everybody elected from president down, their salaries will be within the range of civil service. And I'm telling you, people will not want to contest election.
No, let them even say that all legislative positions are part-time. You see how many people that will run. And they will only receive sitting allowances. You see how many people that will run.
Are you saying that our democracy is that expensive?
Very bloated.
What are you talking about? Can you contest election? Can you contest? Do you know how much they sell the form? You will go and borrow money to buy form. You will borrow money for campaign.
No, are you aware?
And you tell
Are
me
you
that
aware that to raise a billboard in Abuja, you pay 750 million to just raise billboard?
To raise in some states, the list is 150 million now.
So what are we talking about?
Million.
Oh God, do you have that kind of money to raise billboard or you are not bought formal?
So the whole thing is that we are not ready. When the Nigerian people are ready, I am telling you, people who come to office will think twice before they make themselves available.
All right, thank you so much, CJ She says, please, let's acknowledge the organizational involvement of Davido's family here. How does it translate to the national election strategy? Now, Prof, you had said something about the Adeleke family and how ready to match Tinubu might for might. What do you think about your respond to this question, having that, your thought in mind, sir?
Mm-hmm. So, which question now?
The question is not forgetting the organizational involvement of the Davido son, that is Adeleke family, and how that will translate to the national election strategy.
No, how it translate is that once they are able to ensure that they win this election, then it will be clear to Nigerians that going forward, the same, let me use the language of APC, they can use the same template in Osun for the central, for the general election, that you must make your vote count, and you should be ready to deploy whatever it takes to fight for those votes. See, one of the things that makes Osun beautiful today is that the citizens, even with intimidation, refuse to be intimidated. They refuse to be intimidated. They stay at the polling booth. Look at the one we just saw, that they recorded 12 instead of 212. And the people resisted it and insisted I must be corrected, and it was corrected there and then. You see, let me repeat myself. If they make any mistake of declaring this result inconclusive, there will be challenges. So, they did that in 2018, and that was how they won in 2018. In 2018, PDP was coasting clear. There was a call from Abuja to the returning officer, and he said it without knowing that he has a call from Abuja to stop this election, and at the end of the day, they now told us there'll be a rerun. And in the rerun, there was a movement. That was why, why I asked that question. Whether the results of Ife, Ede, and what's the other one now? The capital, Osogbo, has been declared. Because these were the areas where they have chunk vote. So they will leave those areas to use it to settle score. That was what they did in 2018. They now use it. And when they did the rerun, all the votes went to APC. I think PDP only got 5 votes.
Exactly.
And they said they have won that election. And we saw it in good authority what Omechere did in that election. Moved over to APC, did not just move over to APC. People were imported to Osun. Vehicles trooped into Osun to vote. So in 2022, They wanted to try that, but it didn't succeed because their delegates were wiser. You recall that in 2018, it was still Adeleke. He almost won that election, he lost. Then in 2022, they now upped their game and said, no, we're going to have it again. Now it is trying to play back. And it's only
so the same rerun drama in 2018.
Yes, but it's not going to happen this time around.
Why do you think it can't happen?
You are going to see it. You are going to see that it will not happen.
But they don't raise their alarm. Make I quickly raise the. Make I even read it in the even right. So the campaign organization of the Accord Party governorship candidate in Osun State will be Oga Adeleke. Don't raise alarm over what they say now. Alleged plan to declare the ongoing governorship election inconclusive. And you don't one thing what I don't notice for them. Smart in Adeleke don't shout. Smart in don't shout. Then carrying people in shout. They want to do something, you go shout. They want to do so thing, they shout.
You see, that is what is 7 days. He raised it because if you understand it,
you're supposed to keep quiet. A sealed mouth is a sealed destiny.
If you know how this APC operates, you know why he's doing what he's doing. Because what they do is they first of all come to test the waters. Once they push a policy in, do you know how many policies I saw this administration have had? It's unprecedented in the annals of Nigeria. So what they do is that they push a policy. When people shout, they withdraw it. Then when you feel relaxed, they from the back door sneak it in. That's the way they have been operating. So people understand their system. That's why he's shouting. And when he's shouting, he's standing on it until that issue is resolved. So that's why I'm telling you, it will be near impossible for them to declare this election inconclusive. Because the question will be, give us reasons why you are declaring it inconclusive. Because we didn't have any major flaws. Some of the flaws we had were in the early hours of the day, and they were resolved. So you don't have any reason to declare this election inconclusive, except they are looking for trouble.
Okay, sir. David, you want to go ahead? Please just go ahead.
Okay, so looking at this conversation about influence. Now, Davido and the Adeleke family, let me not use the word Davido now, but instrumentally, Davido has been very visible. Can that influence, should Ademola Adeleke become again the incumbent governor, should he become the next governor now, can influence be transferred to every other influential Nigerian to a candidate?
No. You see, let me tell you something. You know that the Adelekes made what I would call a high risk calculation that has failed them. And that is when they decided that they want to support the president. That was their undoing. Because they had believed that by pledging loyalty to the president, irrespective of not joining APC, now they will have a free sale. No! Whether you like it or not, see, let us tell ourselves the truth. The way Nigeria is today, if you have a free and fair election today, President Bola Tinubu will not win. He will not win. Forget all the people that are making noise. Because most people that are making noise, deep down inside of them, they are not happy.
But with the macroeconomy getting better according to the presidency, would that not be something good enough?
Which macro?
Which macro? The macroeconomy is getting better. What of the micro? That's where the people are concerned. You are talking of the macro, you are talking of them up there. You are not talking of the microeconomy that's affecting the people, the masses. Do you know the gap between the rich now and the poor in Nigeria? It's so wide.
We have only two. We only have only two now. You're either rich or you're poor.
That's it. You know the gap? The margin is so
And
wide.
don't forget, 140 million Nigerians are in multi-dimensional
Poverty, not the
poverty. So
poverty,
even you and
multi-dimensional.
Precious, una go need to tell us which level una enter. So that is where we are. That's the truth. There is hunger in the land. There is poverty staring people in their faces.
Can you imagine?
So
70% of the people that are employed are underemployed. That's the truth.
All right. So this inconclusive, Prince Francis Chinaka, I would like to take your thought on this alleged accusation. Say the election will they likely declared inconclusive, especially as we see jubilation across different videos of jubilation in favor of Adeleke. We'll never see different videos of jubilation like that in favor of the APC. What do you think is happening? And if they end up declaring the election inconclusive.
No, if it is declared inconclusive, you know that a bug has eaten into the computer or the server of INEC as usual. They have a glitch.
Prince, remember,
and you know that anytime you have a glitch, in Nigeria, anytime you have a glitch in Nigeria, nobody explains it to you. Nigeria is a country where you employ people, you employ staff, because government officials are your staff, they are the staff of the people. But when you issue them a query to respond, they don't respond. That time they will now begin to tell you that you were employed and you don't get right, you don't get authority to give them that query. See, until sovereignty returns back to the people, forget them, nothing will work.
That's it.
Prince, let me
nothing.
Prince, let me put this question.
I'll tell you. Okay. You know that. Wait, hold on. Okay. Have you ever asked yourself why was the South African government, why were they docile over the fact that other African nationals were being chased away from South Africa? Why was the government keeping quiet? You think the government does not have the military, the police to quell the situation? They do. Just because the current president wants to come back. So for him, closing his eyes will get him votes. So when things happen in Nigeria too, you ask yourself, who is the beneficiary?
All right.
Go ahead.
Now, we turn out provisionally around 42 to 43% of accredited voters. How does this compare to the 2022 Osun State election? And of course, now have 2027, because you would recall that most recently now we started a decline in voters coming to cast their votes. What would you say is the reason for that? Plus, a different thing.
The reason is not far-fetched. People have lost interest in the credibility of the umpire. That is it. See, we say continuous voters registration exercise, is it not?
Yeah.
It says continuous. It means that there should not be a break. But what happens? After the election, INEC goes to sleep. Few days to another election, or 1 month to the next election, they start harassing everybody. Oh, yeah, come and collect your voters card. Come and do this. They forget that on a daily basis, hundreds of Nigerians turn 18. And by that word, continuous, means that on a daily basis, those who turn 18 should be registered. Those who have lost their cards should be issued a new one. Those whose cards have been defaced should be issued a new one. But it doesn't work that way. It simply shows you that people have lost trust in the system. And that is why you see nonchalant attitude. A lot of people say, even if I vote, my vote will not count. But I tell people one thing, your vote counts. That is why they want to buy the vote. Because if a polling unit has 500 voters, 500 voters, and only 20 people will come out to vote, Have you ever asked yourself what happens to the remaining 480 voters? Something happens to it along the
Yeah.
line. And that is where the
Big
glitch comes
election.
in.
All right, so moving on very quickly, according to a breakdown of they try being put the figures together, because if you look at a breakdown of the result from the INEC IREV portal so far, it shows say Adeleke is still the lead slightly with I think about 50,000 votes so far. And now it's in Adeleke because I think he scored about 380 something votes so far. If you look at the things where IREV don't publish so far, and then Oyeba Miji in about 330 something thousand so far. So the gap they really close. And considering say so far, the INEC don't only upload about 87.22% of the results so far. Now waiting they don't. In fact, 87.22% they don't upload. Now we don't hear the rumor of inconclusive. Do we expect any magic to happen? Because 50,000. We know the things that happen for Nasarawa State for the
Yes.
2023 election, for instance. So, Prof, let me take you back on it.
Yeah.
What do you envisage happening with with the way the results is going so far, sir?
The way the result is going, Osun 2018, that was exactly what happened. I think it was leading with about 60,000 votes or thereabouts.
Yes, and then immediately they declared it inconclusive.
And immediately
Change.
they declared it inconclusive.
Yes.
The remaining result, all the remaining results went to APC and they won. So, and I said earlier, I want to repeat myself because I just bought in there. The delegates were not prepared for that election because they didn't know what was going to happen. But in 2022, they were more prepared and they didn't allow that to happen. They got a clean result. And courtesy to Davido, go back to that 2022 and see what happened, how he mobilized the youth. And that was what led to their winning that election. So in 2026, I can tell you for free, and you can go to the bank with it, that they will not allow that inconclusive. That's why he's raising alarm. Don't forget that the governor had equally said before this election that if they declare state of emergency in Osun, that they will not take it. Did you hear that? Did you hear him say that?
Yes.
That is to tell.
But it doesn't matter now. Does it really matter?
Yeah. That's to tell you that those who make peaceful change inevitable makes violent change, make peaceful change impossible, make violent change inevitable. So if they try that inconclusive election, Osun will burn. Mark my words. I don't say them carelessly. It will happen, and I will tell you I told you so. Because it's just a comment and the youth will be mobilized. And you'll be amazed what is going to happen in 1 week in Osun. So they better allow sleeping dogs lie, because they might not be able to contain what will happen in Osun. I am warning because I know. See, people, some of them don't have memories. Otherwise, if they remember the famous Adeleke crisis, if they remember the 1983 Omobori crisis, they will not try some of the things they want to try today. They have to be very careful because this is a very volatile state. And the state is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Don't try to strike a match, because if you do, you will not be able to contend what is going to happen.
All right, so make we look at the other candidates. Wait till you get to talk. Prince is still like I said. We have the ADC candidate right here, and
Yeah.
don't hear anything about the ADC candidates. Does it mean that the opposition they no condemn because the ADC is supposed to be the major coalition political party, and for their candidate to they distant thought and very much, so far not up to 50,000 votes. So far.
See, you don't need to go far. This is, what I had expected is that the opposition should learn from Osun State. And what should they learn from it? You have somebody that you know can win an election. What you do is all the candidates of the opposition should rally around that person. That is how to win election. People need to throw away their own greed, their selfishness, their desire for power, and look at the larger community.
See,
until Nigerians begin to think in that direction, to say, I can actually sacrifice. I want to contest for governorship, but I know my strength, and I know I cannot even become number 4. So why it's like what is happening in Abia State? You see, what's her name, Ogala, moving from one end to another, and you are wondering what is going on. Is that a candidate?
It's a candidate.
You're already going to fund me, go fund. People are going to give you their money. At the end of the day, you know already deep down that you can't even win a word. During the election, your own vote may not even count because you may not end up voting for yourself. So why do you people at the party? Yes, it has happened once in Nigeria. I will remember the candidate's name.
Sarah Jibril, that's the person. She won only a vote.
Thank you. So what are we talking about? So what I had expected, I know that I think some candidates, threw the towel in and said, "Oh, we're supporting this man." That is what opposition should do right now. If they don't learn from Osun State, they will learn the hard way.
See, can I buttress that argument?
Go ahead, sir.
In 2014, in the Republic of Benin, their own election is that for you to become president, you must win at least 50.1% of the vote cast. So when they did the first election, Boni Iyaye was the president. He made 40-something%. Patrice Talon made 30-something%. So because France didn't like Boni Iyaye, they now supported Patrice Talon that came second. And all the other contestants now queued behind him. And he made 60-something% in the rerun. And that was how he became president. If they had contested the way they were, there's no way he could make 50%. So what France did was to release funds, backed him up, he bought over all the other candidates, they queued behind him, and they defeated Boni Iyaye that was incumbent, that would have ordinarily won that election. So that's the way it goes. You come together. When you see you have a strong opponent that will manipulate to do everything to win election, you come together. There's a proverb in my place. They say, when you come together and urinate, it will form foam. That's the way it is. So when people come together, you get that man kicked out of the place. But when you want to show your individual prowess, they will beat you like a beating chicken. So a weather beating chicken. So at the end of the day, I'm praying for some people to have sanctified common sense and come together and say, okay, we are going to pull down our parties and come together as one party. We are going to support this candidate. This election is about give and take. Sit together on the round table, tell them what they are going to get. Because in Nigeria, the only thing that works is what is in there for me. That's the thing that works there. So you tell them what is in there for them, and they will come together and you pursue a common enemy. Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's as simple as that.
Friend, Shikina.
I played this video for you. I don't say you fit on balls small. So I don't know whether you remember person.
Which statement?
mo ní ìbọn tó jẹ́ security fún mi ládùúgbò gan yín kọ̀kọ́ yìn rand yín kọ̀kọ́ yìn sẹ́pẹ̀tẹ́sì sí ni mo wà èyí ò máa bọ̀ nísàlẹ̀ ìmọ̀ fún ọ̀tá dà sí ni ìmọ̀ fún ọ̀tá lù ní mi ìrànyàn ńsẹ́ mi ìrànyàn mo níbọn mo fi ṣe security ara mi yàtọ̀ fún ìbọn gan.
All right, I beg you, David, if you do me the honors to get us in the gist there.
She dey just brag say she get gun, she take and dey do the security of herself and say anybody wey near am anyhow she go do them anyhow too. So more like this is another version of Senator Fadahunsi, who again say things and nobody's holding them accountable.
Okay, all right. So Prince Francis Chilaka, that's what she said. I mean, in case you're wondering who she is, she's the person who's been sharing through that money. And that's the woman who is sharing. Make I give you update on what's they go on with her right now. You be not there around now. Oga Prof, now been there around when I give that update. I said, make I give you updates of what's they happen now to her. This is her latest price. All right.
And then
make I show you what's in they happen for inside her own polling unit right now, or just a few moments ago. This now her name be that so Arike. So I won't make you chiming on this. What do you think say all these things display? I mean, we've just told the story without telling a story. What's in all this mean?
You see, psychophancy has become the order of the day. And unfortunately, our politicians enjoy psychophancy. And because they enjoy it, they enable it. And because they enable it, their supporters have become so stupid that they now say whatever they want to say, believing that they will be protected. If they told your Senator Fadahunsi that they will invite him, if they told him that amnesty will come after him, he will not believe. He will not. He said the problem is that we have a system where people who are in power and those who are by the corridor of power abuse the system with impunity. That is why the likes of MC Olomo can open his mouth and threaten people. That is why the likes of Sunday Igboho can open his mouth and threaten people. That is why the likes of the Olowo of what's that is kingdom again can open the one in Osun State, open his mouth and threaten people. And then you ask, what will become of Nigeria if everybody or if people from different ethnic groups wake up and start using the media, the social media, the print media to threaten each other? You will have chaos. Imagine Sunday Igboho saying that nobody should come to the southwest to come and campaign. So imagine somebody wakes up from the north and says nobody from the southwest should come to the north to campaign. So sometimes I think that government must be able to call to order those who follow them. Because when you keep silent, it means they are speaking your mind. But I expect that government should be able to say, cut them to size. It's like what that cleric said. If the governor of the state had gotten up and said, stop, I am telling you, that man would have been revered in Nigeria today. But there were 3 governors there with their security details, DSS, police, everything. They couldn't stop him. It simply shows you that it is some of our politicians that are enabling the thuggery and the bastardization of our electoral process.
Okay. All right. So, Prof, sir, make I take you on very quickly on some reactions when they come from your man, superstar Davido, because say he's saying I am be the star of this election.
Yes, yes.
so make I take you on some of the things so you be saying they come from Davido right now. So if you look at some tweets when you don't make recently, first, one very troubling one, and the recent one where you just post, where they allege say the Senate President Godswill Akpabio don't call the coalition center, made them stop coalition.
Okay.
So you can see that it say Senate President Akpabio has called the collation center that they should stop collation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his responsibility?
Yeah. And this one they speak to the inconclusive results where they talk about just now.
You can see the fraud in the electoral process.
That is why I'm saying that if they do anyhow, they go collect anyhow. You see, they are playing with fire. Maybe they don't know what they are doing.
But Prof, you know how this thing happens. If one or two people if just shoot small gun, now people go wrong.
That is it now. And you think it is only one person that has monopoly of violence, Abi? You think so? There's only one person that can shoot the gun and people will run. Other people will not shoot gun. So see, this election is being observed by the international community, not the way, not just observers here.
Yes.
That's one thing some people don't know. It's being observed and it's going to determine what next will happen. I'm wanting them to be very careful because I know the things I'm saying. There are certain things I can't say here. See, they need to be very careful. They need to be very careful. That Senate president has been committing some offenses that they would have removed him from that position. Yet they cover up because once you become a member of APC, you are now a saint. Some of them will, after 2027, some of them will visit the prison. Mark my words. Let them continue with their impunity. Let them continue with their impunity. After 2027, some of them will be tenants in most of the maximum prisons we have in this country.
All right, sir. Prince Francis Chila, can I quickly take your thoughts on some of the tweets ABC Davido make before I release you very quickly. So make I read some of those things ABC make some of the things we tweet to you, like what is displayed here. First, he said, Senate President Akpabio, that was just 17 minutes ago because I just got the screenshots now. Senate President Akpabio has called the collation center that they should stop collation. And he said, no more supporting any presidential candidates. He tell him brother Demola Adeleke, your uncle, say make we day our day. That is meaning that he too don't follow withdraw in support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Of course,
he now says Ambo save the remaining that is the remaining results they never upload to IREV, because if you notice the speed at which results were uploaded to IREV, you don't reduce. Since I came here and I've been reading results to you, you saw the way it was moving. When you came here, it was less than 50%. For the past how many hours now, the results they for 87%. That 87.48. How many minutes have I spoken to you? When last did I call that? I just refreshed now. It's still on that 7 points.
Don't worry.
It hasn't moved beyond that. And I've been calling the results here since they've been uploading it. So what's happened to the rest? We make the no upload them. So Prince Francis Chilaka, quickly make her take your thoughts on these things that we did.
I'm happy with the last tweet because it is time for people to become reasonable. Yes, because it is time for people to become reasonable. This idea of supporting. You see, let me tell you. Let me just end my conversation in this way. If you bring somebody like Osun State today out as a presidential candidate, and you bring somebody like Oshibajo, do you know what the Igbos will do? The Igbos will not vote Osun State because he's an Igbo man. They would rather vote Oshibajo. They would rather vote Oshibajo
because they know.
Because the Igbos believe in prudence. They believe in capacity to deliver. They believe in accountability. So I hope the Osun people, I hope the Adeleke's, they will hear and learn before they learn the hard way.
Thank you so much, Prince Francis Chilaka. All right, Prof, sir. Prof,
Good
before
night.
me too, I let you go. I let you. There are more tweets by Davido, your guy. I like to react to very quickly. Let's take a listen to a couple of those tweets we be saying just put out. Make I take your thought on the things in Wayne don't talk for inside this tweet. Let's see what he said here. So you can see this. First of all, he said, okay, that is, you shouldn't mess around with INEC Nigeria, don't mess around. And then he now says, okay, let DPO beating people with results from Ward 01, Ayego, Ifeda, your local government. The police are already working with the APC people to steal votes, so they shout them out. Then he now said, go to the collation center. They tell everybody. Then he now says, you can't change what has been uploaded to the IREV already.
Yes.
And then he says, I can never support APC in my life again. You don't even tag you don't even tag the police DG Tunji Oga Patapata Jidisu and all that. How do you see this panning out? If I open the phone to internet, you want to say something? Go ahead, David, please.
To add to that, Governor Ademola Adeleke also have made a tweet. He said, I have just been reliably informed that some unscrupulous persons have given a directive to withdraw security agents from polling units and collation centers across Osun State. This will expose innocent voters, INEC officials, and personnel to grave danger from rampaging APC thugs. The IGP, DG, DSS should not allow desperate politicians truncate Osun election. Mr. President at official PBAT should intervene now. So he's calling on the president on that as well.
Okay, so Prof, you see what's in the Adeleke family they do?
Yes.
They come bumper to bumper, they react bumper to bumper.
That's what I told you earlier. That's what I told you earlier. And this election is not a normal election. So let them not think that the way they had it easy, they are going to have it easy in Osun. It's not going to be that easy. And you are aware that the whole world is watching this election. Are you aware?
Of course.
So he's making that tweet to exonerate himself when the I don't want to use the words that are coming to my mind. But when the comes to become, okay, I think that's better. When the comes to become, he's making those tweets to exonerate himself that he wants and the government failed to do something. Well, how are you not wondering how are they getting this information? How are they getting this information? That he mentioned it point blank that the Senate president himself called and said, and they have evidences for these things they are saying. They are not just saying it for saying sake.
I'm telling you, in fact, the video has just tweeted again. He said, Honorable, he called that Faleke. He said, Honorable James Faleke,
yes.
Stop putting pressure on INEC to change Osun election results. Respect the wishes of Osun people. We don't want to hit.
So you see, they are calling them out one after the other. So that when the problem starts, you know who to hold responsible. That's all they are doing, That's what people don't know. They are telling you now, people to hold accountable and to hold responsible. And you know this man is the right-hand person of the president. You recall what happened when they were being sworn in. At the end of the day, he wanted a particular position. He was pacified and said, don't worry, we'll give you this other position. And he cooled down. See, it was the same person that won election in Lagos and almost became a governor in Kogi. I know you have not forgotten. So at the end of the day, some of these characters, they will have themselves to blame if they don't restrain from what they are doing now.
All right, Prof, let me release you while I open the phone lines for Nigerians to join in on the conversation. Make I let you go sleep. I know say your mouth could only pay you. Since morning, now you did for talk. You know, days. Thank you so much. I beg.
Thank you very much.
More grease to your elbow, more sweat, more water to your sweats.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. I appreciate you. And while we wish Osun State the best and hope say the best, the right thing would they done for inside Osun State.
Yes, so whether whether they like it or yes, not whether they like it or not, whether they like it or yes.
Yes, the right thing must be done.
All right.
Thank you so
Nice
much, sir.
evening.
I appreciate you big time. Please enjoy the rest of your evening,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Same here.
Thank you. So, David, you and I are still here. While we're still here, Nigerian's phone lines are open. Now you can join the link. So, click on the link on the pin post and it will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. And while you're still here, let's visit some of the things so ABC happen for the polling units there. Look at just the
How
system.
would you describe the electioneering process?
So far, so
How would you describe the electioneering process?
so far, so good. The report of my agent being recognized in most of the wards across the state is worrisome and disturbing. Despite the fact that we uploaded all the names of our party agents, especially in Nijibu here, all the agents in Ward 5 for ADC, they were not given tag. And it happened in 10 local governments across the state like this. So this process, I've reported to the authority and they are looking into it because when they are counting the votes, it will be necessary for my agent to be recognized at the polling unit. So outside that, in the Djibouti local government, we have been doing it. No crisis for now. I want to believe it go like this till the end of the whole exercise. As it is, we don't have, except that the party agent, which is a lot to me. If you do not have party agent, you can know, you understand what it means. And all the names have been uploaded onto the platform of INEC. I don't know why we are going denying us of having the party agent now. So maybe towards the end of the election process, I will still address the press and let the people know how far we go with it.
Okay, so let's how would you compare the INEC preparation, especially compared with previous?
Yes, what I'm saying is part of the preparation of the in the state of the INEC. When you requested for party agents, you requested for the party to upload their party agents, and we did. I don't understand how and why the party agent will not be given tag. So it is one part of the process. So if at the end of the day we do not have this, then the process is very questionable. And for now, I will be silent on it till when we come to the end of the whole exercise.
However, sir, are you confident that you win this election?
Oh, it used to be a free and fair election with no rigging, manipulation, a level playing ground. I trust my God that I'm going to win the election.
Thank you very much.
Sir, finally, sir, some have questioned that at your own polling units, they had to arrest people buying votes.
Here, well, here we are just coming. Definitely, it cannot be my party. We are not into that. We canvass for the people, we let them know our programs, and that is exactly what we do. Vote buying is out of it.
Let me quickly take this.
I have never in my life.
These videos. Good evening and welcome, ma. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening. Good evening. I'm calling from London. This is my London number.
You're welcome, ma. You're welcome.
I used to call you from London.
Hey, go ahead, ma.
Yeah. I'm from Osun. I'm from Osun.
Why did you not come to vote now? Okay, so I hope you told your people to vote their conscience. So.
All of them are voting. They are all they are not playing. They are Imole today.
You people are doing Imole. Why people not doing Ambo now?
But we are.
But Ambo, your Ambo is for the president now. You say you like your governor to dance.
Let him be dancing, and he will dance all the way to stay permanently. Can you imagine, Precious? Can you imagine? In my local government, like 7 people died.
Are you serious?
In my own local
So this whole killing thing is not a joke. It's actually true.
It is not a joke. It is not a joke. But you see, if there's people, they call them, they are very stubborn. In one local government, very near my town, they are the one that was singing, when they finished counting, they were singing, that means there is light, darkness has gone, and that 50,000 because they were giving people as much as 50,000.
That's so much money.
Precious. I am telling you. As of like 8 p.m. last night, they were calling heads of houses, but you know all those places with the youth, they have won their parents. We are not. If we like,
hey, are you saying that the youths in Oyo State are even warning their parents against?
Yes, that's the. Did you see one person on that they were doing vote buying, that they carried it? They were doing citizens arrest. There was one place again where one of the and they were saying I want ballet. That's what they are using. You know, that's how they vote. They tell you the symbol. I want ballet. One rago.
What does that mean?
Them a token.
What does that mean?
They killing with the broom. They are buying votes. They are paying.
Hey.
They now told even security. By the time they told the police, the police people didn't go. The youth now mobilized and went to call Sheon Kibaloye's partner. He now went to the head office of the police. Now people said they came to report to you. They showed you the place. Hey, this is what's going to happen.
So are you saying that from your feelers as an Osun citizen, even though you're not in town, that you believe that people of Osun would vote for Adeleke more than they would have voted for him more?
Yes. There was no way. Adeleke is doing well. When he was talking at that town hall, you know me, I follow politics. That town hall thing, the one...
the Arise town hall meeting, yes.
That day, he was talking about some roads.
He mentioned both rural and, city roads.
He rode from Otaye Badu to Iresi. Go and listen to that tape again. From Otaye Badu, that road to Iresi has been abandoned for over 25 or 35 years.
Wow. And you've had 2 APC governors, or at least AD.
I am telling you. The one from Otaye Badu to Oshogbo, ordinarily, it shouldn't be more than 30 minutes. With the bad roads, you will do 1 hour from Otaye Badu to Oshogbo. This is places I know. That's why both my parents are small too. So it's not a matter that we go to this one. My father is dead now, but my mom's still alive. My mom turned 90. I came to Nigeria. My mom's birthday was on the 19th. I told you.
Yes,
I came to Nigeria for 5 days.
Yes.
Because all my holiday now is December. I will be there live. We are going to do this. You see, the youth. And that's what I'm going to...
So will you be here for the general election?
Of course. I told you now. I don't leave till February.
Oh, wow.
I come first of... that's why I couldn't, for my mom's birthday, I only stayed for like 7 days.
So how are you people arranging and galvanizing the same way you did this Adeleke? That's what I'm doing now. What are you people doing for the presidential election with what you have done? Okay, because I like to hear.
That G100 is bullshit.
Why are you saying it's bullshit, man?
It's not gonna work. Atiku is not running rings around Obi. It's not going to work. Who's going to step down for who? And we don't want to. Even if Atiku decides to do VP now, we don't want again. We get the Kwankwansia.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Osun is Obizo now.
How do you know? Because Atiku won Osun State in 2023.
Where would I? Person will not get 35 in the Adeleke Shola's word in Iresi. He didn't win. Go and check it where it comes from. He didn't win. There's even people are stealing when they see him, they sit in.
But IREV Insurance no longer parties again now.
That is, you see, the typical Ijesha person doesn't understand that. It is who is doing for them now. No. That was why when one person asked about the road leading from Ife to...
Yes, and he was almost very upset. People were worried about his response or reaction to that.
That person, I know her. I really respect her. There's so many things I've written. But he told him now, he told her now,
that she's being unfair. That she's being unfair.
Not to do a federal road, yes.
And he said that he's done about 7 to 8 federal roads that were not paid back, and he cannot keep spending the money of the state to do federal roads, and they won't pay him.
They are still holding his money now. What are you talking about?
Especially when he's not gotten local government allocation for about 2 years now, rather. So he not will agree.
You see what Ijesha people will see if we go to Ilefe. My friend is one of the wives of Oni. We went to uni together.
Okay.
My friend, she told me that before, when she lives in Lagos, all of them, they will have to come to Ife. Even right now, she's in London somewhere because her daughter is getting married. She told me that when she went, she won't come all the time. She's been in Lagos because of this planning of her daughter's wedding and everything. She told me that the roads they have done, that some places put solar, and this is the guy is working, forget. People can see. You cannot come and railroad us. No, it's not going to happen. This is not Osun State. No way.
All right. So before it was Osun, before it was Edo no be Lagos. Now it's now Osun no be Edo. Why now? Osun no be Edo. Why you putting like this?
Even if it's the video that according to the price, don't bother. We have won already. At law, let them come again. And you see that new thing that Itodo has brought. What's that other one? That when when they send the thing, when the minutes the IREV they get it.
It calculates the results. It calculates the result. That's yes.
Something. That thing is fantastic. Then there's another thing.
So mainly IREV uploads. It calculates the results according to INEC's upload.
Exactly, and he has to tally.
Yes.
He has to tally. Then there's something the movie is bringing. This person spoke about it today on Roots show. Anti-Roots show.
On Arise Television.
Aside. Yeah. They are not. I think the thing was from Patutomi, Peter side. They have this one is not only be looking, it will go to the whole world. People will be seeing it at real time. Because even with this election, there was a 16 minutes. Somebody said it. There was a 16 minutes delay.
Yes. My guest stated that.
Yeah, there was a 16 minutes delay. So really, this election, let those G100. It's okay. We are very okay. We will be very okay.
Thank you. I like your excitement. Thank you so much. And not just excitement, your optimism really about.
So we have once Osun is done deal, forget nothing at all.
That's what you believe?
That is what I know.
Oh wow.
Do you know today's date? Are you Catholic?
No, I'm not. But go ahead. It doesn't matter.
No wonder. Today is Assumption.
Hey.
The 5th of Our Lady of Assumption. Anybody that's Catholic, ask them. It's a very special day in the Catholic Church. And most of them are Catholics. Like I don't know about anywhere else, but I know in my village. That is. So congratulations. Be greeting also. So if I don't get you on my other line, I will be getting you.
No problem. Thank you so much, Madam B. My second Madam B. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, and all the best. Thank you. Bye. All right, David. I know we have you in the house, but before I bring you on, hello, very quickly, I just like to let Nigerians know that the collation center in Osun State is ready, and so it's going to get down very soon. Although we'll never see the people that will collate the result already, but the collation center they ready and they gear up to start to announce results. But very quickly, the video don't make more tweets. You say, yo, INEC Nigeria, he tag INEC. He say, delay only means one thing, buying time for manipulation. while our tech team have the 470 polling units covered, the ones where they will remain. And so you say, we expect you to do the right thing and have those sheets up in less than 30 minutes. Make I go check whether IREV don't upload again from that 87% we say that they don't get, whether they respond to the tweets. I've been out shit to them because they really don't care. Now they don't care because I mean it's still 87.48%. So the video tweets no move any crowd for years so far. And I wanted to bring you guys some videos of things where they go, but let me quickly jump on this call. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Please, pressure, send me. I don't know why if I try to use it's not going.
It's not. It's the one in this thing now. Is the
that's why I said maybe I will put a private chat to you so that because this thing I've been having, I want to be joining this every day, but I'm finding it difficult.
Oh, sorry.
Sometimes when I join, I will not be able to. That's why I received the message I sent to you.
I did not see. I did not see, but I'll check.
When I check the message, you see,
no,
I sent you a message.
No problem. I'll check. All right.
When I have to now send me to this link. When I join the link, it will give me the e-form. Maybe I will give you a price. Just give me the number.
No problem.
Or you can send me a number.
No. But you're already calling me with the number now.
I want to be joining.
All right.
Huh?
You're already calling me with the WhatsApp number.
Maybe after this program, this WhatsApp number is not always going. That's the
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Thank you. You will get the link and you can join me.
So that I will join the.
No problem. No problem. Thank you, sir. All right. So, David, let's quickly look at some things going on. So we hear that a lady was caught with some ballot boxes. Some ballot sheets already printed, and that one don't cause a lot of chaos. They held her down, and then we also did hear that some people in Osun State, but they mount for the collation centers. They no green move body at all. They did there. They no green move body. But let's look at the incident of the lady first.
I saw that report.
So she was seen with already printed ballot sheets, heading to where? So people held her and they refused to let her go. And here, now waiting they happen for some of the collation centers. All right. I thought to let us. The phone lines are open now. Please click on the link on the pin post and it will bring you straight to the studio to join the conversation. Or you call the WhatsApp number and that is also on the pin post. Good evening, Mr. Hello. Welcome. Hello, are you there? Hello,
Precious. Hello,
yes,
Precious.
Sir.
Good evening.
Sir, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. And good evening to your guest as well.
He's not my guest. He's actually my colleague. And you'll be seeing more of him. As a matter of fact, he's starting a show on African Conversation.
Okay.
Politics very soon. So you guys be nice to him. Don't do him the kind of wicked things people used to do to me. Especially you, Hello.
If you step out of line now, we'll tell him the truth now.
Hello, see the
we'll
one
tell it as if you step out of line, we'll tell him as
I'm using one eye to tell you, please, Hello, please. Don't be mean to him. He's fragile.
No.
He's fragile, please.
No. You know how he is now. So if he step out of line, we'll say it as it is, and we'll give it to him the way we feel is supposed to be. So nobody is attacking anybody. Nobody will go against anybody, but we will say it.
If you bring wrong figures, it is his duty to correct the figures, my brother.
But we know, have I ever bring any wrong figures?
If you also make capex statements, it is his duty to also correct you.
It's all right. We'll get along. I believe he has a lovely smile. We'll get along very well as well.
Now by smiling, the judge, I have to go and manufacture. I have to create a new smile. Go ahead.
We'll get along.
Hello.
Yeah. You know, let me say, you see what happened in Osun now. What is happening in Osun now? I believe they are proving what we've been saying. You could see that if the people come together, if the people unite, these people are just few. They can't do those rubbish. They can't do those nonsense they've been doing in the past. Once the people agree and come together, these people will look for a place and hide themselves, hide their heads in shame. So you see what, so far so good with the videos that I've seen so far coming from that Osun. You see the thugs and everything they've sent, or the people they've sent to go buy vote, or the people they've sent to go do one or two things and all that. You see how the people resisted them, how they put them to stand still and disgrace them. So, and the truth of the matter is, all eyes is on that state as well. So definitely they won't be able to do no shit or something. Okay, you look, if you watch Davido now, you see what Davido is doing now. Waiting your brother they do for we can't do for Edo State that time when they make noise. Now Davido they do now, they give updates. Precious, you know what they talk about now, your brother. Your brother they make noise, the way they shout up and down. So now Davido they do now. So we just need to, because that's what we'll be saying, that Nigerians need to wake up. They need to start speaking out. You guys have been keeping quiet, and these people have been taking the piece. As in coming to hurt people where people are, taking their rights away from them. But you can see that when they start speaking out, these people will look for a place to hide themselves. So I'm happy. I will say, let me start congratulating them in advance. They've done well. They've done well. At least by standing tall. By standing tall, they've done well, and I really appreciate them. Because I continue to say this, that Edo State was a case study for the other states. They needed to sit down, study what happened in Edo State very well to make sure that do not happen again. They never allowed it to happen again. Look at the same shameless people now who call themselves leaders from the House of Assembly or wherever. You guys in the very first place, let's be honest with ourselves. What are those governors doing in Osun State? Are they supposed to be there? Are they resident in Osun? They are not resident in Osun. What are they doing? If it's a society that works, these people are not supposed to be there. Those people are not supposed to be there. They should ask questions. They're supposed to be answering questions. What are you guys doing in Osun? Osun is not your state. That is not where you are meant to govern. You are meant to stay in your state because you are not resident in Osun. It's only the people that are resident in that state that are meant to go cast your vote peacefully and go back to your houses. But situation have changed. So they went there to vote. The people, yes, protect your vote, escort the votes to the collation center, make sure what you guys have voted, and that is what will be announced. And the video you played just now, and I think they've all gathered in the collation center, which I really appreciate them for that. They should stay there and they make sure that what they voted, that is what will be announced, and nothing will be changed. Nothing will be changed. So the noise that they're making, they should continue making that noise. And I believe that will be, that this process now will lead to 2027. That is why I said earlier on that if the Adeleke was smart enough, they shouldn't have come out to say we endorse. I don't want to call name. They should have made that mistake to say we endorse these corrupt leaders. that we have now. They should have made that mistake. Because you join other opposition who want a better Nigeria. You coming out, letting this tribalism and everything play into the game and everything. But you see now that even as that, they almost dealt with him now. So I hope they succeed. I'm just praying for them, praying that they succeed. That these Osun people are able to stand their ground. That's what they voted, and that vote is announced. Huh? I'm happy because with so far so good what I've been seeing and everything. So let's see. And my greatest joy now is that those people they've disgraced, they caught, they disgraced. Those, I'm really happy for those people. As in, at least this is a lesson for those people who call themselves thugs. You want to be, you want to allow yourself to be used by politicians or to destroy the will of the people. So if there is law that govern the country, those people should be really face the wrath of the law. They should allow those people to face the full wrath of the law.
Thank you that
much. They should serve as an example to others who might want to do the same.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so we have a couple of people joining us. Is that Madam B? Is that you?
It is me, yo.
Hey, Madam B. So go call another Madam B and your own Madam B.
It is me,
yo. Sister, I love you too. You know, I have a B in my life.
You precious. See, this your yellow blouse today. I'm beginning to get suspicious. So I've been you be woman leader of Accord.
No, Accord.
You be.
The APC want to make me woman leader. They never even do anything.
No, because this not their color you they wear. So you be woman leader.
Honestly, it's such a coincidence. I don't even know.
Oh my God. Good evening, my sister. God bless you. Well done. Welcome. Good evening to. I didn't hear what you said that young man was. Is he your assistant or what?
He's David, so he's a host on this platform now.
Okay.
So he's going to start a show on African politics very soon. Because I want us to, expand and create more shows, and he's starting a show very soon.
Okay.
So you guys,
David, welcome on board.
Thanks to him, I beg.
We are very happy to meet you, to have you here. We are a big family here.
Thank you.
You're welcome on board. Say hello. I agree to. I did throw salute.
Madam B,
God bless you, Mr. Samuel. Good evening.
Madam B, welcome. This is my first time hearing your voice, so welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, this is your first time of hearing Madam B's voice. No.
I'm telling you the truth. Well, for quite some time, I'm not mistaken now. Let her. She can even confirm what I'm saying. Maybe it's for the past 2-3 weeks. Have you joined this platform?
Yes. I've been away without official leave. Yes, but I've been talking at the back.
So precious, now you can't persecute me.
I will persecute you for not being a member long enough. Because in
short, I will put the charges on you because you refuse to. In short, put me on.
No vex.
Because
anything when you do, I beg. Anything when you do, no call MC Olomo for me, I beg. No vex.
No, I didn't call for me not to, you know what? I've been following this Osun election since morning. Since I started, in short, since morning. I didn't go to work today. From 7 o'clock, even when you join and everything, I've been following up the election. You know what I love in this Osun election? Have you shown you people something that when we say yes,
we mean yes?
Just like what Prince said. You understand? How many are there? Look at this Osun election is like an eye opener to all of us. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. They resisted all their thuggery. They resist all their vote buying. Look at how they even collected most of them that want to buy the vote. They collected the money and even
make G3 or in short play in short make them to be look like fools. Even they sit them down like I don't know how I put it anyway. They were even ashamed of themselves. And look at what is turning out to be. Forget about I had when you said sorry to use that language that I might use it, but I'm not. I have no apologies anyway. Fabio, the person you people call senior, you are senior president, said they should stop the collection or the collection of this thing should stop. Can he beat that? Who is he? Ordinary senate president, of which it then means that the INEC chairman has no say. What does that mean? Huh? I pray. In short, this is thank God. It's like what somebody said. It's like this is to tell them what is coming 2027. When they feel God will give me money, I will give all my support, whatever I will make sure that let people make sure that I know I'm not going to be there, but people that will be there to try everything they will do to resist everything they can do. They will do. I hope your brother Mike is not crying. Well, he's your brother and also my brother, so he's crying over there. He has not started. This is your auto.
My mama get only one son, sir.
Lie, your brother. Are you not from this? He's your brother. Your uncle, your uncle.
Come back to this conversation. Let me let Madam B quickly just finish.
No problem. Sorry, please.
All right. Madam B, so just go ahead. We'll come back to
You know, precious friend,
yes,
this is the litmus test for 2027. My joy about this Osun election is to prove that Nigerians have the power. That power resides with the people. Now we have demystified that idea that some people are unconquerable, that they cannot be conquered, they cannot be defeated. That notion has been defeated now, that anybody can be defeated and unseated as long as the people are ready
but
to
the
do it.
defeating has not been done, no. Before you will not
My
show too much
sister,
excitement.
my sister, so
that
far,
victory. Have you noticed
see,
that almost 1 hour now? They never
yeah.
they never
See,
had
now
another figure for
let them try anything nonsense. Then they go no say kaki no be leather. Let them try them now.
It's been on 87.48%. So almost for the past 1 hour now.
Leave them. Now their mama dead body. Now then go see bury am. Shebi, the video has been tweeting and tweeting
yes,
and
he said
tweeting
that they
and
have all
tweeting.
the results and they're waiting
Yeah.
for them.
So what
They
are
have
they
the
waiting
remaining
for?
results.
Don't worry, they go release the result or they won't burn the country down, because this is just an indication of what is going to happen in 2027. In fact, today my spirit comes so higher today, because honestly, for some days
You've been
over this
discouraged.
Osun election, my spirit has been down and down and down until this evening when I don't they look for you since. I just see, I say, hey, pressure is don't come. Okay, I they hear. Because and when that professor, God will bless that professor, because he gave us hope. Nigeria cannot continue like this. Nigeria cannot continue like this. If the people say they want Abo, so fine, they want Abo, but not for you to now carry gun put for their head. And look at that woman where they say, I have gone, I have gone. So where would they be now? People should learn that politics is not a do or die affair, because now, by the time Adeleke is announced and sworn in again, so where will all these other people now run to when they say I carry gun, they made them kill this or made them slash that? Where would they now go?
They will
What do
go
they
to
want to do
Abuja.
now?
They're
They will
supposed
go
to
to
throw
Abuja.
all of them in jail. They're supposed to throw
Honestly,
them in jail. Let them
hello,
continue
that
to
was what
rot
I
in
was
jail.
thinking, that once this man is sworn in, all of these people, you should pack them and send them to court. When they go face court there, they should go and face justice there. Then by the time that woman, that Adeleke woman, by the time she languishes in prison, all those are all those nonsense they talk. You know, not saying na kidnapper, na him be the husband of winch. Just like prison, na him be the husband of this woman. Wait, because you think say you have some things you are concocting, and you don't understand the power of the state. In fact, this victory is not for Adeleke alone, no. It's for the whole Nigeria, all of us together. Now we get this victory. God go bless us. 2027, we dey look, and it shall be a year that Nigeria will be liberated. from the hands of all. Can you imagine all the number of politicians or government officials in Osun State today? Since how many days? We said then they kidnap people, then they keep people for Benue State. None of them went there. Senate president never Sabiro to Benue. He knows Sabiro to Jos, to Plateau State. But all of them can carry their agbada, carry their horrible caps and they face Osun State because they won't go rig election. Haba, is it not an overkill? All of them on top of one Adeleke. Waiting. And a family feud though. Don't be saying that so then love Osun State reach on a family feud though. My sister, let me you that they work. I just they do a procomia good.
Thank you so much, Madam B. All right, Oga Chijoke, let me let you jump back on the conversation. Oga Samuel, please go ahead. Mr. Samuel, are you there? All right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So let me let you
Yeah.
your contribution.
So just like what Madam B said, I think in short, this election today, like it has made my day somehow. It has made my day. I'm so happy.
Will it still make your day if the election is declared inconclusive?
It cannot be declared. Just like
that you're not expecting is declared the winner. Will it still make your day?
Just like what the professor. I've been following you all this while. Only that I've not joined. I've been following since you immediately opened. That's when I started following up. You know, if you watch what the professor said for this very one, is hooking them on the neck. It will be difficult for them to declare it inconclusive because they have seen that in short, the whole world is watching, number one. And secondly, just like the last decision he said Adeleke is winning with about 50,000 votes. I'm not mistaken. Are you with me, Precious? You said Adeleke is winning with 50,000 votes. Am I lying? No.
Actually, over 50,000 votes. Yeah, just
over 50,000 votes. So, about that. So, you see, just like the question you asked, if anything now, and you see that Adeleke, they are in short, they are shouting out. They are really anything. I've been following the tweet. He has been tweeting anyway. You understand? So, in short, it's like a bone on their throat now. Vomit am na wahala. How will I put it? Swallow am na problem. You understand? So
not stubborn. Just convince the rest of the world is behind.
All right. Sincere apologies, Mr. Prestige. Let me quickly take your thoughts as we wrap up, please.
Greeting everybody, greeting Precious. Nice to
You're
hear
welcome,
the greeting, bro.
Nigerians, you people should like and share now. How many likes? We had over 1,200, in fact, 1,400 and something at some point here. Give up to 1.5. Guys doing like this. Like and share this. I beg. Go ahead, please, Mr. Prestige.
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said, let me greet everybody again. You know, it's nice to be on this platform. So, Precious,
Sir?
has the whole vote been counted yet, or how many percentage remaining?
Not yet.
So why people are speaking like Adeleke has won? I mean, but anyway, it's not a question.
So no, just calm down. Oh, you come late. I know they let me you come late. They set us back. You come late for church. So INEC so far uploaded 87.48% of the polling units results to their INEC portal. So out of like a total of 3,763 polling units, they've uploaded about 3,292 polling units so far. And with this number of polling units we say they don't upload so far, it just shows say, and then Adeleke the lead with the polling units. And if the results continue like that, Adeleke will likely win. I mean, the other waiting remain are just about 18% of polling units now remain. However, INEC don't want people made a no say the IREV portal no before collation, that just to upload results. But what is happening now is that for the past 1 hour, IREV has just stopped uploading. Continue again. It don't stop them halfway. and people are not shouting that there is foul play. The Adeleke case don't accuse the INEC, say they won't declare the results inconclusive. And meanwhile, as they don't stop to upload, the video don't talk, say them then get the remaining results, because you know that all the parties will have access to the results. So that they have the remaining results. So even if they've stopped uploading, it's their business that them too, they have evidence of the remaining results. And so that's the,
Okay, thank you, Precious, for that update. But that's very concerning, okay? Like I've been following, some of the election with the result and something like that. But I will say that I know there has been a lot of malfeasance, leading to the election. About 40 to 50 people has died. I don't know if that's the true case, but it doesn't have to be there. Most people die because of election. But the point I'm trying to make, the only area I don't really care who win, okay? I mean, all I want the good governance for the people of Osun State. That's all I care. For the people to have their say. That's what's important. And I like what's actually happened today. I know there may be ringing vote buying and stuff like that. But the point that people are defending their vote, maybe that would be a template for what we should use in 2027. For people should defend their vote. Make sure, from the collection, from the voting booth and what they tabulate there, which is part of parallel voting. And it actually went to the collection center and everything, rammed together. That's all I want to. Nigeria should come out of this primitive way of doing something, killing people and other stuff. We should be, we should be over this by now. I don't understand why people have to die. I'm not saying that where I'm like now in America, everything is, all good and okay. We know what we're going through, but at least there's a little bit of sanity here, regardless of the kind of person we have in power right now. That's a story for another day. But whatever is going on right now is not. I'm glad at least for today, it's not so bad like it has been, leading to what actually happened. Like I said, I hope let the best person win, and not for Adeleke. But if the people of Osun State believe that Adeleke has been good to them, has been governing them pretty good, let them vote him in. Let them not be ringing. But this APC government, they will try to do anything to reign. And of course, we know who you have as a president, a man with a dirty background. I hope people know how to defend their vote. That is my main concern. I just come in here, just to make sure, see what the what the result is and what we go from here. But that is going to be a good template that's going to lead us in 2027. That's my main concern. I mean, I can come here and talk all I want right now, but that's not important. Hopefully, this will lead to a free and fair election. Have fair and fair, even at all there's a little bit of ringing, maybe 2 or 3%. It may not change the outcome, but a fairly free and fair election is what we need in that country. If we have to move from where we are right now, Thank you, Precious.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Sir David. Let's call it a day. We've tried. This has been a marathon today. That's about 4 hours marathon on the show. Thank you so much, David, for being here. It's good to have you here, and we look forward to you starting your show and to also have you bringing interesting guests and to have you also cope with the shock absorber of these people. But develop a shock absorber for my guys and we are because they're gonna deal with you a little bit. But I appreciate you. It's good to have you.
David, do you have your own platform?
No, he has a show here. He's
You're
having
preparing
a show
him
here.
ahead.
He's starting an African
Of
show.
what's to come.
A show on African politics here. So you'll be talking about
Okay.
politics in different parts of Africa.
Make sure we come and listen to you and support you. But thank you for being, coming to our platform. This is our platform.
It is your platform.
Precious is the moderator, is the director, but we are part of the team. Okay, that's what makes this platform an interesting platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Well, let's wait for the collation to start because collation is about starting. They're all set and ready and about to start. We don't know the abracadabra that will happen. People they research say what's it happen in 2018 will happen again when we get inconclusive results and then have a rerun. And during the rerun, abracadabra will happen. We don't know yet. And Adeleke is on the shout. Say if that happens, but will their shout lead to anything? Will it make any difference? We don't know yet. Fingers crossed, eyes wide open. Let's see what's going to happen in Osun State. But so far, Adeleke is leading. Thank you so much. It's a
Thank
prestige.
you,
Thank
everybody.
you. Hello, and thank you so much, David. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
No problem. Thank you, Precious.
Thank you so much. All right, I have to call it a day. In all of this, remember that he who worries about Nigerian problem and runs away lives to worry another day. So I'm not gonna try to protect our mental health because it is very important. I beg. I love you guys and I appreciate you so deeply. Good night.